Whatever kind of night you're having, start it off right with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. Whether you're mixing up a bullet bourbon old-fashioned for a cozy night in, or Kettle One Bloody Mary bar for a birthday brunch, you can get the perfect beer, wine, and spirits for any occasion delivered with Drizzly. So,
what's it gonna be?
Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com to choose your drinks today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Welcome to BB on Blast,
the funeral.
Big Brother Australia's over edition with me, Gaz,
and me, Lindsay.
But first,
thanks for joining us. We're obviously going to do our usual BBAU coverage, slightly deflated, and then
slightly.
But first, we had one more night of BB UK to cover. This section will probably take about 10, 15 minutes.
Probably 20.
Yeah. So the last
of Big Brother's best ever episodes. You really enjoyed this one, I think.
I did. It made me realise. Oh fuck! I've lost my place at my tweets.
Made you realise what?
It made me realise just
how much you miss it.
How well I knew that series.
Yeah.
Just how well I knew those people. In a way, you know.
I don't know why, but I didn't. Maybe I was avoiding my timeline because of Australia stuff. But I didn't really look at my timeline. Were people saying that Big Brother was boring? Or
some people were, yeah.
Were they?
But they were obviously people who never watched
young
it before. Yeah, young people.
Never watched it, but I never watched that series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I thought that, and I tweeted like, "No, this isn't boring. This is how Big Brother is supposed to be."
It wasn't boring to me in the slightest.
Me neither. And I felt like some of those episodes, which we got to relive over the series of best ever episodes, some of the stuff where it was like just conversation, really out of context, was actually quite boring. And I thought, oh god, like this isn't going to whet the appetite for Big Brother because some of this stuff is like so irrelevant. But for some reason, the Big Brother 2 like dull chat didn't bore me, and I don't know if that's just nostalgia.
I think it is.
But like, can you imagine like a fan of, say, Gemma Collins' Celebrity Big Brother, who thinks that's the pinnacle of Big Brother, which it isn't, by the way. Can you imagine how they would react when they go, oh, the task is playground skills, and you've got to do double Dutch skipping, pogo stick, and hula hoop. Like, they'd be like, what the fuck is this, right?
And then Gemma Collins goes, I'm not doing it, Big Brother!
I fucking hate Gemma Collins.
I'll tell you something funny about Gemma Collins. I'm totally derailing your very eloquent
Alex Sibley getting charged £2. How many pounds for this picture?
Was it 20 quid or something? I was reading one of my trashy magazines in the bath, and she said if she had a baby girl, she'd call it either Angel or Mimi, I think it was. And then she said if she had a boy, she'd call it Gucci or Bentley.
Gucci? That's not a boy's name.
And I just thought, oh my god.
Bentley, I don't mind. Quite cute.
Oh, gross. But yeah, you're completely right. I think it was fueled by nostalgia, but it was, I think, because probably both of us watched so much live feed that series as well, it was just...
Do you know, I don't know if I did. Because
I definitely did.
Did you have Sky?
Yeah.
See, I would have had to rely on the internet, which obviously my dial-up internet at home, it meant like you couldn't use the phone back then if you wanted to use it. So I couldn't watch too much live feed. I think my mum and dad used to like allow me an hour or two a night.
I was like 21. When was it?
2001.
I was 21 then. I was at university, but I had my own place back in Northampton, and we had Sky, and we used to just watch it for hours and hours and hours. It was so good.
I think it was the first series that people really could watch like that because it wasn't, the Big Brother one wasn't on TV.
No.
I mean, live on TV. The live feed wasn't on TV. You had to go to the website.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you tried to load the Big Brother 1 live stream, fucking hell, it was like pixelated. You couldn't do it.
When you used to try and download a picture, it used to just go come out like line by line. You try and look at porn or something. Oh, get ready to go.
Didn't even have GIFs back then, or did we? Maybe we did. Really
there
low
was no
res
GIF.
ones.
I feel like GIFs only like popped off in the last like 5 years or something, but that might have just been for me. When I started going out with a young person.
What did you think about these housemates? So it was when Josh was still in there. Josh was just being evicted at this point. It was coming down to like the last 2 weeks, wasn't it?
That Elizabeth I didn't like. She's boring.
You see, Dean and Elizabeth.
I liked.
Dean's quite funny.
You know, we've already had this conversation on our BB2 Blast from the Past.
Oh yeah, we have done a whole episode on this. So look up International Pop Stars. Is it?
Oh yeah,
on International Pop Stars. Is that what it's called?
We can retweet it again. It's called Spreaker International Pop. I don't know why we called it that.
It's not on Spreaker.
Don't make no sense.
It is on Spreaker, but it's not called Spreaker.
No, but it's on Spreaker. It's called Blast from the Past BB2 International Pop Stars.
It's on Spotify as well. Everything's on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right then.
Yeah, just put Blast from the Past in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dean and Elizabeth, like, I think are considered to be a dull pairing, but I actually like them. I actually think Elizabeth
liked them. I liked
was actually
Dean.
valuable in the house as well.
I didn't like her.
Do you not think, like, oh, she's too uppity for you?
Yeah, she's just like, oh, I think she's above it, that sort of thing. I don't need that sort of player in the house.
She thought she was above it?
Yeah. That sort of
What,
thing.
the experience or
Yeah.
the games? Well, I don't think she was.
No,
I think
maybe
she got chucked into everything.
I might just be putting that onto her that it's
I think
not true.
so. I think in the episode it was clear that she was like making all the meals and she was a bit of the mother of the house, but she kind of had to fill that role because the rest of them were quite
Immature.
Yeah, that would do. But it was interesting seeing young Brian again.
Yes, he looked good.
He looks so
You
different.
think?
He had such a good tan on him.
He
didn't
looked very handsome.
And the Helen and Paul romance, which obviously back then was huge, wasn't it?
I know, and then some people going, oh, I just couldn't enjoy this at the time because she had a boyfriend. It's like,
Get
it's
lost.
20 years later, get
Big G.
over it. Who gives a fuck?
I thought they should get Big G on the Zoom call to see how he felt. Didn't
Yeah, it's just like, why are you feeling like aggrieved on someone's behalf 20 years down the line? Like,
That's
shut
stupid.
up.
The fact is, no one actually cared about Big G.
No,
back then.
exactly.
Everyone wanted, even Davina didn't care.
Same with Chantel's Preston's
French
fiance.
fiancé,
No one
yeah.
gives a fuck. Everyone wanted the showmance and the entertainment. So, also, love. Sometimes that happens in love. You meet someone else and they're better for you, and that's the end of that. So that's the sad reality of life.
Yeah, and Helen and Paul are not still together.
No, but they were together for quite a long time,
Were
weren't
they?
they? Yeah, they were together for
Yeah,
years. About
really?
eight or 10 years. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't
But
knock
all
it.
she really wanted was a Gucci pair of Gucci
I
shoes
do.
and a Gucci handbag.
Like Gerald Collins' firstborn son.
Son. When you think, if someone said their first name was Gucci, I think I'd assume it was a girl. Would you
I
not?
think they were a chav for starters. That would be the first thing I would think.
Chanel's a name.
Yeah, a girl. I would
Chanel's,
say.
haven't we?
What?
We had a Chanel's in the house.
Yeah,
a couple.
Chanel and a Chantel. I loved Helen's hair and style at the time. Looking back,
What?
Yeah,
Did you?
I absolutely loved her haircut.
It's like her that like zebra corset she used to wear.
I loved her style at the time.
That's really weird. 'Cause she
Yeah.
used to wear like really garish denim with like big
Diamantes
sparkly stars on
and
them.
stuff.
I
Yeah,
can't believe you like that.
yeah. It's not like I wanted to wear it. I just thought she looked cool.
You go down crappy cuts, did you? Do you remember that?
No, what's
And
that?
in the early days,
Yeah.
like, Narinda was gone week 2, wasn't she?
Yeah.
There was a conversation about Helen being a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And Helen seems to have misheard her, and she got like really angry at Narinda. And Narinda goes, she works in a crappy place like that. And Narinda goes, I didn't say crappy, I didn't say that. She crappy cuts.
What did she say?
I think she did. I think she did say crappy cuts. I can't remember. I'd have to look back at it.
Rewind the tape when you get out of the house.
Probably we talk about it in the Blast and Passport.
But yeah, I did point out that, Davina didn't slut shame Helen as Emma Willis
No.
did for many people down the line, including people getting strangled.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, God, compare that to
Yeah.
the fucking domestic violence suite.
Different planet. Yeah, different
Grass
planet.
in the mouth or pounds around the neck.
What else? I'm seeing if there's anything else of interest.
For me,
Go on.
it was nice to see Rylan reflecting on it, how impactful it was for him as a young teenager to see Brian win and be accepted, because we know that Brian's part of his story was he only came out to his family because he was going in the house.
Yeah.
So he was quite anxious about that whole thing, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was interesting in the context of the kind of rift with Brian as well, I thought.
The rift between Josh and Brian.
No, Brian and Davina or Rylan and all that stuff going on.
We've got that to talk
It
about
was
as well.
it was I don't know, it was interesting seeing the way Brian was reacting and the way Rylan was talking about him in the past, and it was a shame that it's come to how it is, I think.
Yeah. Do you know what Brian said about being asked?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he said they basically sacked him and didn't speak to him again, and he didn't want to turn up for a 30-second slot.
Yeah.
So, F you.
A 10-second comment on his phone.
Yeah.
Whatever, which is fair enough.
Very fair enough.
And there was a lot of talk through this, like, why isn't Brian on it? Because he's one of the presenters. And then Davina, did you see what the logic that she applied to it?
Davina was talking such a load of rubbish this episode. I just thought, what is she on about?
No, I'm talking about on Twitter.
Oh, go on.
She said, well, you know, Brian gets a lot of love in this next episode from me and Rylan, but the presenters that we've had on are the Channel 5, are the Channel 4 ones. And then someone said, well, by that logic, you shouldn't be doing it with Rylan.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he's Channel 5.
Fuck.
Channel 5 presenter. And I thought, oh, God.
Did she reply?
I didn't see if she
Don't
did.
you think sometimes the thing she says, it's like,
A bit
what
like,
are you talking
okay?
about?
Are you
Yeah.
okay? Are you okay,
Yeah,
hon?
it's like, this isn't what actually happened, or you're just making this up, or you're just saying, like when when Ryan said about that night thing, and she's just like,
She said good night at
she's
first, yeah.
an idiot. And then
Thing
she's
is
saying it every day afterwards. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's too late now. Not that I knew, but you think she would know.
But I don't think it was that much of a big thing as it's made out. Like,
Oh, I can
I've
give two
actually
claps.
watched some of the BB7 shows from
Yeah.
Big Blaggers repeats.
Yeah.
And
Shout out
and the
Big
eviction
Blagger.
that I watched, she didn't say night night.
Oh, I actually don't remember her saying that either.
I do remember it being a thing sometimes, and I
Hmm.
think it was how she tried to end all of Channel 4's Big Brother, only to be spoken over by Brian. Do you remember that?
Oh, okay.
So at the end of the funeral of Ultimate Big Brother,
Yeah.
that whole thing,
Yeah.
she said, all that's left for me to say is
Yeah.
night night.
Yeah.
So it obviously had become a thing by then.
Oh.
And Brian goes, oh, night night, good one.
Oh dear, the irony.
Like, shut up, Brian. So yeah, anyway, if you don't know, Brian said he basically didn't feel like doing it because that's the same production company that treated him really badly.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then Narinda said,
Ooh.
oh, Brian's just like this, like he would have been asked, but he would have said no, and then made a fuss about it because that's what his PR's like. You know, Narinda and Brian are really not friends anymore.
Oh, I thought they were friends up until quite recently.
It was fairly recently,
Yeah.
I'd say during the Channel 5.
I wonder what happened.
I think when he was presenting, that's when they fell out.
Yeah.
She
Oh.
said, Davina said, truth is that Big Brother or production has always treated the housemates like shit, and Brian considers himself to be above that, and that's the
I
problem.
see.
Like, he's not happy to be treated like another housemate. He thinks he should be treated
But why have they
with more respect.
But why have they treated him like shit? Shouldn't be doing that.
No, they shouldn't. But obviously they wanted rid of him and Emma to take over, and he probably was in contract to continue.
Oh
probably.
yeah. Did they get rid of him halfway through a series?
No.
No.
Rylan said on... I don't know if it was on the show or on Twitter, but Rylan said somewhere that Brian's last housemate interview
was him.
was Rylan as a
Yeah,
winner. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that's interesting. And then Rylan stole his job. No, not really. Not at all.
no.
And then we had, of course,
Yeah.
the tension of, is there going to be a new series of BB UK?
Oh, at the end.
Everyone
I knew
waiting.
it wasn't coming, didn't
No, because I spoke to Nikki.
you? You did that video, idiot.
I spoke to Nikki earlier on in the day and she got me all hyped about it. She was going, not Nikki Graham, my friend Nikki Elkington, follow her on Twitter. And she got me all hyped about it, saying they wouldn't have put all these adverts on ITV and everything if they weren't like hugely invested in it.
Well, I think that's right. I
Yeah.
don't think they would. They did want to bring in the viewers to E4, and apparently it's performed massively well for them.
So they're waiting to see sort of after how...
Yeah,
what
I
they're
don't think
gonna
they
do
want to
next.
rush into it, do they? Exactly.
No.
They needed to assess the situation. But also, I did wonder, like, with the choice of some of those episodes. I felt like Rylan and Davina, for one, definitely didn't watch them all. They definitely chose them based on moments, which when you go around the moments, some of it's quite boring.
Yeah.
You said it should have been series highlights, and I think a lot of people actually agree with you.
Yeah, I did a poll, and it wasn't as many as you'd think, but I think it was about 60-40 agreed it should have been highlights.
And then I wondered, maybe they are showing us ones that are not that interesting, to see if we still care enough to watch stuff that isn't that interesting.
Yeah. That sounds like a bizarre thing to do. See how much we can test their patience. You've already been doing it for 20 fucking years. Give us a break.
Do you know what I thought, though? Like, all of those episodes I've watched, obviously, and at the time, I probably never said, this is a really boring episode. Okay, there are times when I've been like, God, more Big Brother, like, especially when 2 celebrities were on a year, and some really horrible seasons on Channel 5, like, that I'd rather not go back to.
Carol McGiffin?
Yeah, that one is that. And that one with, oh, fuck. The Occasional Table. Who was that?
Wasn't that wicked? Yeah, Carol McGiffin.
Nah,
Was that a different one? Julie and Clary?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Julie and Clary was good, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember him being entertaining at all.
He was funny.
Um,
Prince Lorenzo, of course.
yeah, Danica's wishes, all that stuff.
That was a bit stuff.
What am I trying to say? Yeah, in those episodes from Channel 4, I don't think I ever watched those episodes out of context of the series and thought they were boring. And I think that's the problem. Because you're not following the full narrative. And when you pluck a little bit out of it, it doesn't really make sense. And actually, like, when you look back, who gives a fuck about Katia and Base Hunter's relationship, which didn't come to anything? At the time, you didn't know what was going to happen, so it was probably more interesting.
But the weird thing is with the box task, they showed the box task, and at the end they showed Maxwell doing that other task. So why were they pulling out highlights for some bits and not others?
Yeah, that's an odd choice, you're right.
Strange.
Because they could have said, oh look, here's that time that Alex kicked down the snowman because of the Tree of Temptation.
Yeah.
Tree of Temptation. And then done like a Tree of Temptation segment where they showed Nicola T get her task from the tree and other people.
Weird. Anyway, come back, Big Brother. We miss you.
I still think that there's a high chance that, that article said that Davina was in those secret talks. And she's saying publicly that she wants to do it. She said to Scott Mills, we saw it, that she wanted to come back.
She's desperate to do it. Ain't she? Desperate. All her other work's dried up.
What was clear was that Rylan knew a lot more, or remembered a lot more than Davina. And Rylan, I guess, must be my age.
Yeah.
And the way he felt about the Brian stuff was how I felt about it, really. It was important to see Brian win that series. Of
course it was. It was the same with Nadia. It's that visibility and that normalising of lifestyles that people didn't really understand.
Yeah, so then lifestyles.
No, but it's true, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, states of being, but yeah.
Like your chosen lifestyle, you chose you get.
And then I had the cheek to theorise the other day about whether it was to do with Andy Heron's tweet. Did you see this?
Oh, I saw something about it.
So Andy Heron,
Heron.
I don't know about him.
So fucking annoying. He's actually quite funny.
I get the impression he's not very well liked.
He's a cunt.
What was wrong with his season of US Big Brother?
They were all racist. Okay. Just like every season of BB US.
Yeah. So anyway, he tweeted, like, oh, I was the first gay winner of Big Brother, which...
Yeah, everyone hates you.
James, BB Team North from Julie Girl Pod, our friends, check out our friends at Julie Girl Pod.
Yeah, they're wicked.
James said, actually, he's not. There was a previous gay winner that came out after the show. I said, well, I guess... That's not quite the same.
I know who that is. I won't say in case.
It's like Will Young, isn't it? Yeah. Coming out after winning Popeye.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, but he was showmaxing with a girl at the time.
Oh, interesting.
Who he cut at a crucial moment.
The Tully. The old sexuality switcheroo.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Andy Heron was saying, I'm the first gay winner of Big Brother in history. And sometimes I'm like, you think Big Brother USA is the only Big Brother in the world. But like I didn't say that.
Yeah.
And he was moaning about not being invited back to an All Stars, and I guess he's theorising it's because he's gay.
No, it isn't.
He said he's the first gay winner, and he's never been asked back. So
it's
what
because
does he say?
his season, that is absolute bullshit.
But that's what he's saying.
His season is absolutely covered in shit because they were all so despicable.
Was he despicable?
Yeah, he was. He was fucking horrible. Oh. Some of the things he said and the way they treated this. Fair enough, she was somebody's sister who was in the house, and she was horrible, But the things that
Somebody's sister. They're not the secret
Rachel Riley's
secret...
sister. No, it wasn't the twin twist. Rachel Riley, who was a big popular character,
Yeah.
her sister came as a character the next year.
Oh.
And she had a lot of popularity just because she was her sister, even though she was kind of a twat. And the way Andy Herron spoke about her, honestly, he absolutely eviscerated her. Like, nasty, nasty things he would say about her, like, for hours and hours on end.
She's not popular, though.
No, he was just... And he sat by while people were being racist. And he sat by while people were being homophobic. So, fuck Andy Herron.
Okay. But anyway...
But you know how you have to just keep your mouth shut and BB and win the money and it's all fine and you can just leave your morals at the door. No, it's not okay.
Given that we just watched Big Brother 2 where Brian had won...
Yeah.
I mean, not in the
Sorry,
episode,
get to the end of your story.
Given that Brian had won, I was reflecting on like
Yeah.
what it meant to Big Brother fans in the UK
Yeah.
to have a gay winner in
Yeah.
the second series of Big Brother,
Yeah.
and what that meant for the British public and what we understood about gay people
Yeah.
and acceptance. So I retweeted his tweet and I said like, the first US Big Brother winner came 13 years after the first UK Big Brother winner in 2001. And I said, this is why like a public vote is so more culturally impactful because just that acceptance storyline and I think it means more. And I wondered, I went to theorise, would it have taken as long in America if it was a public vote, or would we still be waiting for a gay winner if it was a public vote? This is all that I wanted to theorise about.
Well, it's interesting because there have been some very popular gay players on BBUS in the early years.
Did they win America's favourite player? Or is that not a thing?
I don't think it was a thing.
Right.
But thinking about it, especially season 3, there was a very, very popular player called Marcellus who famously, I don't want to say because me and Jack are watching it and I don't want him to hear it, but he made a famously really bad move in BBUS and everyone loved him. So I think he could definitely have won a public vote.
Right.
Thinking about it, other gay players in BBS, I can think of a few who have just kind of been in the background. Marcellus is the one that definitely sticks out. Public vote, it's impossible to say
because we're not part of that culture.
Their culture is so different to ours.
But also their Big Brother culture is so they can't consider anything else. And this is like
what than gameplay.
I tagged you actually. I said this is why do I bother with these rap people because this person was a Rob Puzzle podcast listener and all they care about is the strategy. And people are coming at me going, we don't. I said if they maintain their original format, and someone goes, that isn't Big Brother. Like that original format isn't Big Brother.
Yes, it is. It started off in fucking Holland with our format. So shut the fuck up.
And then people are going, we like it our way. We need a jury.
America,
we like the
USA,
exactly.
USA.
And this woman came at me, and she was a rap listener, and I said, wow, you're so belligerent that you can't even theorise about a different narrative. And she's like, we don't need a different narrative.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm belligerent, maybe you've got a chip on your shoulder.
Oh yeah. I was going to reply to it and say, it's not even black. No, I thought that's probably not going to go down very well in the current climate.
No.
That's good.
I think she thought I had a chip on my shoulder about being gay.
Didn't I reply to that though? I said something.
What did you say?
I said something. But it was just...
I can't remember what you said.
I stuck up for you.
But I thought it was wild that these really dedicated Big Brother USA fans couldn't even better think about it being a popular vote and how it might have been different. And that was all I wanted to theorise on. And then Nick Snow, our listener, he came along and said he reckons if it was a public vote, they'd still be waiting for a gay winner.
Interesting. Well, I will throw out Marcellus to Nick Snow and see what he thinks about that.
Okay.
But there's something else I can say that. Oh yeah, I was just listening to Taryn's podcast about Big Brother Australia.
Yeah.
And he had this guy on. Oh god, he was so annoying.
Oh, an Australian person, right?
Oh my god, he was so fucking annoying. Sorry
Who
if you're
is he?
listening
Where have
to
they
this.
found him? Who is he?
Australian Andrew, he was called. This guy was trying to show off so much to Taryn about his references of how he knew about Survivor and he knew about BBUS.
Oh, American Survivor.
Every fucking sentence he said was, yes, this is like when this happened in the US. This is like when... It was so fucking annoying. The podcast went on for nearly 3 hours. It was nearly as long as one of ours. It's just like, sorry, I just had to get it off my chest.
And you listened to the lot.
And they would, just the usual, shitting on the UK format, shitting on the Australian format.
Does that Australian person not like the original Australian format?
No, actually, that Australian person did say something interesting, which was about, I wanted his takes on, how it is to be Australian and stuff like that. A couple of interesting things he said. Here, I'll give you your credit where it's due. He said, sports in Australia is prized above anything else. He said Dan and Matt will be like just heroes just because they do sport. He said to be like a white, straight, sporty guy is like the ultimate thing you can be in Australia.
Okay, but do the Big Brother viewers like that?
I
It doesn't
don't know.
seem like
That's the
that's
thing.
the demographic.
It's weird, isn't it? And then the other thing he was saying was about how the the native people in Australia, what they call indigenous people,
Yeah.
that he was saying about basically what the Australians did to them and how fucked it was. Oh, it was the English people who went over, wasn't it, and became Australian.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
oh shit, it was us again.
Prisoners, no?
Fuck yeah, and they were just saying how like they basically, I'm not explaining this very well, you can listen to it if you can wait for 3 hours of that. But he was saying they didn't even recognise that Australia was a country before the English people, or whoever it was, came over and invaded, and how it wasn't even acknowledged until like 200 years ago that there were people fucking living there before we came over and basically raped and pillaged them. And that part was really, really interesting.
And whitewashed it.
Yeah, but apart from that...
Why was he talking about that in relation to Australia? Big Brother?
He was just talking about like the culture in general and like racism and stuff. So that part was
did he
actually
talk about the problem
interesting.
of the majority white cast and
Yeah,
losing
I think that must have been
the
what
housemates that weren't?
that must have been what they were talking about, yeah, and just saying it needs more of a mix. But just he was saying, that white male sporty thing is just so big
We
over
know
there.
Australia's a really masculine culture.
Yeah, and base. No offence. Just drinking and going to the beach.
Yeah.
And he was saying that, like, they just want to, like, not really think too hard about things and stuff. That's a sweeping generalisation and probably racist in itself. But there you go.
Should we get into BB Australia?
Yes, let's do it.
How long did we talk for about Big Brother Australia?
5
Big Brother
minutes.
UK? Oh, that's
not too bad. Because we mixed a bit of Australia into there.
And US, so it was all over the
Why
place.
is it so dark in here?
It's really dark in here. Should put lights on.
Why don't you put that little lamp on?
Okay.
This is a good podcast. It's made all the difference.
So, orange glow.
Episode 10, and it was the night of the boxes I put.
Oh, yeah.
There was the box task, and then there was the holding the boxes task.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What was
so
the
it's all
budget on
boxes.
cardboard for this episode, do you think?
I hope they're recycling.
And this task was being shown just after we'd watched the UK original
Yeah, that
box
was weird,
task.
wasn't it?
And I say the original, I assume we invented the box task. It feels like it's a very Big Brother UK thing to do.
Yeah.
But there are a few things being used in Australia that we've seen before, aren't there?
Loads.
Got another one coming up as well that we liked in UK.
What was that one?
The Dominoes.
Yeah, I know. Lewis
That was
F.
good. Yeah.
What did he say after he won?
What
Fuck
did he
you.
say? I can't remember.
It was either like up yours or fuck you all or
I was
something
trying to-
like
something like
that.
that.
He went like this and went fuck
Flick
you.
the-
I
it's like a
think
flick in the bird.
that was cool.
Um,
He was such a good
I
housemate.
was trying to find that clip on YouTube last night. Could I find it? No.
He was such a good housemate. It's a shame he was so fucking annoying in the
It's
outside
so weird
world.
Now. Shall we go through?
Yeah.
What have you got for episode 10?
Did the voiceover guy say that? Is there a voiceover guy?
Big Brother?
Said,
or Sonia?
Only 13 remain, the alphas and the rest.
Sonia.
It's not a very good alliance name, is it? The rest. I'd rather be in the alphas.
This is the problem. The alphas are getting too much of a hold in the numbers.
Yeah. Oh, that's been a problem for a long time now. That without rushing ahead, that episode yesterday said it all about. It's
They
just
all
a done
realised
deal.
too little too late.
It's a
If
done
they'd listened
deal.
to Angela earlier,
Angela could have won comps and
pulled
sorted
them
out
through.
for them.
Fucking idiots.
Sheep.
We'll get to that. won't we?
Sheep.
Casey couldn't poo. Do you want to talk about Casey needing to poo? Casey can't.
That explains why she looks like that, and she's got that expression on her
Like
face.
a
all the time.
bulldog chewing a wasp.
She is
isn't she?
gross. She's just awful. Although I did actually feel sorry for her yesterday.
What?
It's
weird.
Talk about that later.
Shane was nervous because Matt didn't go home. Oh yeah. So this is after Shane
After the coup.
tried to.
The failed coup.
Wait, who was Matt? Was Matt on the block?
Yeah, Shane was trying to get Matt out, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
in the
And then they
nighttime,
got
with
rid
that
of.
hole in the bedroom
Oh yeah.
wall,
Oh, you're right.
you
You're right.
Hole
Redacted.
denier.
I saw the hole now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Matt on the block though? No.
He was, of course, because Shane was trying to get him out, and it was.
Was Shane?
There
the
was one
winner? I
vote
can't
in
remember.
it.
I can't remember.
Yeah. No, he went.
Who went? Fucking hell. Garth. No.
No.
I was in the bunker. They all forgot about that.
Who was it who went over?
Yeah, I said to you that they. Zoe. It was Zoe.
Oh, Zoe. It was Zoe
How
you
could you
went.
forget
Oh,
Zoe?
how can I forget
I
Zoe?
told you that Zoe said in her exit interview that none of them believed Garth when he said he was in the bunker.
No.
They just all, nah,
They
can't
debunked
be.
it.
They debunked
Surely
it.
I made that same joke last week.
We didn't talk about last week on the pod.
Didn't we?
No.
Oh, yeah. So, Shane said he tried to slay some dragons.
He says He said it left me exposed and vulnerable. I've got a massive target on my back. Is Shane gone? He is, right?
Yeah, he's gone, yeah. He obviously left a big impact on you. Matt said Matt was shocked that someone was scheming against him in the
How
house.
could they? Matt from Broken Hill. Or as Dan keeps calling it, Brown Hill.
He's such a good bloke. He's just a great Aussie bloke,
Which
mate.
one would explain to us the synonymism? Was that the right word?
Don't know.
Of what being from Broken Hill means?
Ask Australian Andrew about it. I'm sure he'll have plenty of facts and
it's
figures
basically
about
that,
it.
I suppose, what he said about this masculine sports bro reverence.
Oh, nice. That's a good sentence. Bing Bang Boom. Why have I written that?
No idea.
Oh, Matt. I think Matt said he was out for blood. Bing Bang Boom. There you go. Box task.
So the difference between the UK task and the Australian one was
Pairs.
2 people in the boxes.
What do you think of that?
It didn't work for me.
No?
Did it for you?
Partly, because there was a tension of, one wanting to go and one not.
I suppose. That's
I mean,
the
it
element.
wasn't funny like ours was, which
No.
was a shame.
But also, you can't really recreate that magic.
No,
'cause those
not with
housemates
this lot.
of Big Brother 6 UK were like in a different stratosphere. Iconic. Through and through.
But I did like the photos on the side of the boxes. They were quite funny.
They always work quite well.
Yeah.
Zooming in.
Angela looked like she had a double chin.
Oh yeah, she was really upset about that. They obviously chose the pictures they wouldn't like as well. But unless, like, the photos are not as effective unless housemates are arguing. Like, when they're cutting between them real fast, like in Big Brother 6 when they're
shut up, you
going,
shut up.
yeah, back and forth. That's really funny.
Yeah, that's true. So
Do you know
how
what
did
the prize was?
no go on?
That seafood feast, which actually proved
yeah.
really significant later on.
Oh, did it?
We'll come to that if you can't remember.
Oh no, I do remember Angela writing up her own eviction notice.
Yeah.
Oh, how did they choose the pairs? Was it a random or?
Big Brother had chosen them, I think.
That was it. Yeah.
Because Chad and Sophie was upset she wasn't with Chad.
Oh yeah, I bet she was.
I haven't actually written what the pairs were.
No, I haven't
remember
either.
Angela was with Xavier.
Oh yeah, that's Xavier. He's a nasty bastard. That guy.
Do you think so? Oh,
Yeah.
Because she really wanted the meal and he
No, not
was
that.
tempted out by some
No, the
t-shirts.
way he was behaving yesterday.
What did you do yesterday?
The way he threatened Casey.
Oh, for like going against the alliance.
Yeah. I do not like that guy.
Oh, that's why you felt sorry for Casey.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
we'll
was
come to that.
horrible. I don't like that guy. He's like just walking around looking like a little cherub, and he's got a right nasty side to him.
It was smile on his face, wasn't he?
It was raining. So then Angela said no farting.
So, yeah, Sarah said it was her like dream to go in that box with Chad.
Mine
Imagine
too.
how fucking what? How boring that would be, being in a box with Chad.
Well, what if you could, have a fumble?
No, I need stimulation in the box. Not that kind. Mental stimulation.
Oh, I like Chad.
Do you?
Well, I don't know. It's not like I like him,
Such
but
a
I just.
dum-dum.
I know,
Whenever
he's
he's on the screen,
cute.
Dan always goes...
He's
My dad.
cute though.
Is he? No, I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think he is.
cute. He's got lovely teeth.
Oh yeah, do you remember they had the difference? Another difference was they didn't have like our Big Brother UK. Our Big Brother UK, our Big Brother Box Task. They provide them with like a survival kit of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, the mint cake.
But and the mint cake, yeah.
Toilet brush.
But these housemates were allowed to take in whatever they wanted. And Dan, remember, he took a saucepan, and Big Brother was like, "Daniel, are you planning to cook?"
Yeah, what the fuck? That's a health and safety hazard. I've written who is going to have a wank out of this lot. Who's the most likely?
Exactly. If you do put them in there alone, they might have a wank, like happened in our Big Brother.
Oh my god.
It's really coming down. Good job we weren't podcasting outside today.
Yeah.
Also, you might notice there's no wind chill
Oh
in your
yeah.
ear.
Sorry about that last week. Production values. Some of these boxes again, just like an R one, was unfair.
Not calibrated evenly, were
No,
they?
Angela's one you could basically lie down in, which is sweet. You
And
just
Marissa was
go
lying
to
down.
sleep. Oh, Marissa's sticking her fucking
She's an
arm
idiot.
out.
She
How many
does.
times do you have to be told? It should be one strike and you're out.
I think Marissa's a bit stupid.
Marissa's weird.
She's always got her mouth open.
Yeah, fish lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, always looks shocked as well. She's like,
She doesn't
"Oh."
say anything. Yeah, she just looks baffled by
Yeah.
anything that's just occurred. I think she's a bit stupid.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to fuck with her either. She's quite... Mind you, she
didn't
talks
win
a big
anything.
game.
She
Yeah,
didn't
she
win
has. She
anything.
won once.
Did she?
Yeah, she won one week, yeah.
Oh, was it solo?
It
Or
was
with
the
someone
leg
else?
thing, I think.
The
Was it
leg,
the leg
thing?
thing?
Oh, holding that
Yeah,
thing
the
with
triangle
with the pulley thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was that. So then Angela was telling Xavier, imagine yourself in a 5-star hotel.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
telling him about the mind thing. You shouldn't
Yeah.
tell the enemy the mind thing.
Are you doing the mind thing,
Yeah.
Ange? I'm going to do the mind thing
Yeah,
too.
oh, it's not fair because she could do the mind thing.
Mind thing.
Guess what? You could do the fucking mind thing too.
Yeah,
Just think
if you had
of
a
something.
fucking brain.
Exactly. It's like he was treating it like it was like a secret weapon that she had, like
Yeah,
a
like as a
game
cheat.
advantage.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you could let your mind wander too.
Oh, yeah, she's doing the mind thing. You
Yeah.
trigger it by putting on lip gloss.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
Imagine if it was. It was just the lip gloss just had like Valium in it and Angela's just like chilled.
Angela's like, I'm in Hawaii. We're in business class and Dan and Matt are in economy.
And then Matt and Dan started farting.
Oh, did they? I don't remember that.
Yeah, and Dan said he dropped his guts. Ooh.
Oh,
Imagine farting
gross.
inside that box. Oh, imagine it.
such
I'd
a-
get out. I wouldn't stay in there, would you?
That's gross. No. And there were not many holes. They started to make holes in the boxes, didn't they? To try and get
You're not
air.
allowed to do that. Big Brother expressly said you can't do that.
And disqualified Casey and Sophie for doing so. Rightly so.
Sticking their finger out of
They
it.
tempted them out of the box as well, didn't they? With the KFC in the diary room.
Angela said, these dum-dums. Chad and Sarah went for the KFC. And I've written, will someone nominate them for nomming on that KFC? I thought that was funny at the time.
No.
Don't you think, though, if someone's
Yeah.
going for the treat, you're too comfortable, you shouldn't be that comfortable in the house, I'd put them up.
Yeah, but maybe they didn't want a seafood meal. Like, you wouldn't want a seafood meal.
No, I
so
would
if you were
not.
in that box and they went, there's a KFC in the diary room, you'd go for it, wouldn't
Eat
you?
that seafood with a little nutcracker thing. Absolutely vile. Fucking
Get
gross.
the shell off the crab.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
What? You've never seen someone crack open the
never.
shell? I've
Never.
done that myself many a time in
It's
restaurants.
just gross. So then, Sophie was doodling on Chad's picture. Is that okay? Are those writing materials? I think it ended up being makeup, but still, it still counts, doesn't it? Breach.
Yeah, it's probably not okay, is it?
No.
Well, if you're not writing messages, I think it is okay.
What if you're writing names?
Definitely not okay. But like, if it's for entertainment, like putting not angel horns,
Yeah.
devil horns on like Angela,
Little
I guess
moustache.
it doesn't count.
What is Xavier said? Draw a third chin on Angela.
Mean.
Ouch!
It's mean. You're right.
Quite funny though.
Angela wanted Sophie to make her a cup of tea. How was she going to get that into the box?
Yeah, just pour it in like Kamal did. Hold on. BB said to Sophie, "Back you go." About what?
Back you go. He said
what?
like that. I can't remember where he went. Or somewhere she went. She went somewhere, and he was like, "Back you go." Oh, I know what it was. It was
Back you go.
when I think they were eating KFC in the diary room,
Oh, yeah.
and she was like, at the door.
Oh,
and he was
listening.
like,
That's
Go
true.
back, Sophie.
She was like, "Can I just look at it? I
Yeah.
don't want to look at food
That's
I can't
worse.
eat."
Oh, people want to smell it. Why
That's
would you
weird.
do
What's
that?
the point? It's like it's a mirage in the desert. You can't have it.
Moles.
KFC ain't that great anyway. Relax. And that's coming from me. I've put they can't even go outside because it's raining. Oh yeah, it does rain a lot on BB Australia,
That's right.
doesn't
I think
it?
it's real now.
Well, during the box toss, yeah, because it wasn't adding any extra drama there. Make the box all soggy.
In fact, that would have helped. I think that's why. Because if you remember, Marissa was like quite close to the garden, to the
Yeah.
patio door. I think that's why she was opening it up to let
What a fucking
air in.
idiot. That was so annoying. I felt sorry for Angela because she was in there with Xavier. And Xavier basically had no real reason to stay in the box because he's against Angela. And then these two idiots the two dum-dums were saying, I'll give you a shirt, I'll cook you dinner, I'll do this, I'll do that.
T-shirts, like...
Yeah.
And Angela goes, I'll buy you all the T-shirts you want when I get out.
And oysters, she said. Yeah, what's so good about these T-shirts? I've seen the clothes that people wear in there. Xavier's got the best style, so I don't want the others' T-shirts.
Oh, do you like that? Like oversized shirts and
Jack
things?
likes it, yeah. He does look the best out of all of them in there.
Shane actually had some nice items. A bit of co-ord going on.
A bit of
that we appreciate. Dan and I appreciate.
Repeated patterns.
Yeah, it's repeated patterns. We're all about that over here.
So then Xavier just quit because he's an idiot. That was after 6 hours and 2 minutes. That was quite a long time.
But it's a long... Well, didn't
Not
I was
compared
going
to
for
us.
26
hours.
Jesus.
And then Matt and Dan got to pick two people. Oh, Matt and Dan won. And then they got to pick two people they could have the seafood feast with.
This was interesting, the way this unfolded.
Go on.
Two people. Oh, Angela and Xavier,
They
right?
chose Angela and Xavier because they were the last two standing. Well, they said for that reason, but I think there's strategy reasons too. Go
on. In my notes, Xavier's come out as caviar. Matt was tempting caviar. Promises a T-shirt.
Oysters and caviar, it's all happening.
Dan said he wants to work with Angela and Marissa and Kieran to get Shane out.
Well,
So that nobody would suspect that alliance.
Look, here's what happened. They basically got Angela drunk on Prosecco. Or whatever it was. Maybe, come on. Was it really?
They said champagne.
Was there a sticker
unless
over
it's
it?
champagne, you can't call it that.
That's true. Do they have stickers over stuff like we do here?
Do you know, they don't really care.
No.
I noticed that people wearing like Quickie Mart socks
Oh,
and
yeah.
like Nike clothing
And we saw
Mickey
the
Mouse.
tea was Twining's
Twinings.
tea. I can't say that for some reason.
So
Anyway.
no, they don't do that in Australia.
So Dan and Matt just got Angela drunk and just like, yeah, we're going to work together. And Angela's just like, okay, and just totally switched alliance. It's just the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. Do you think Angela, like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I think there was some reasonable logic to it for Angela.
What was there?
To try and take that target off her back with the alphas. And she thought she could carry Marissa along as well. But obviously, it worked for a night.
Great.
Do you know what I was pissed off about this dinner?
Go on.
It happened in that green room, remember?
Yeah.
And I thought, actually, this is a good idea because... No, at first I was like...
I thought they were leaving the house at first. When they were walking along the corridor, yeah.
At first I was like, you should do this maybe in the garden or whatever, put a table out and then let all the others watch them because they can't have it.
Classic.
I like that. Yeah, we like a bit of that. But then I was like, actually, the fact they've removed them into the green room
Yeah, they could be
means
more sneaky.
they're insulated, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
so they could have that conversation.
That's a good point.
But Big Brother's like, oh, you've got this premium seafood feast with all this stuff. Then you've got to eat it off your lap on the sofa because there's no dining table there. That's not fine dining, is it?
No. I'm surprised Angela didn't throw her toys out the pram. That seafood just looks absolutely gross to me. It's just...
I'm not surprised that Tira does.
It's
But
just... Oof.
for someone who would like to eat that was a good meal.
Those poor sea creatures. Leave them alone.
You don't say that about the chickens.
I know, me on my high horse because I don't eat seafood, but I'm quite happy to eat burgers.
The irony is, like,
Hypocrite.
seafood is the one thing that pescatarians would eat.
Yeah.
Like, that's the closest to vegetarian without being a
it's
vegetarian.
things of, like-
I'll eat stuff from the sea because they don't count.
Yeah, they feel things too, probably.
Probably.
Probably not much. Little black eyes that you eat and stuff. Ooh, it's absolutely gross. Anyway.
You eat the eyes of anything.
Yeah, you do on those shrimps. They've got little eyes on them.
You don't eat the eyes.
Oh, gross.
I do suck the brains out though.
Oh, fucking hell. So then Dan said, keep your friends close and your biggest competitors closer. Also, Dan had on glasses and a roll neck, so I think he was trying to look intellectual.
Oh yeah, he had like a Clark Kent look going
Yeah.
on.
Uh-huh.
Quite a good look for Dan actually. I don't know where he got those glasses from. Daniel and Matt were like serving Angela, weren't they? The whole time, really like
they were trying to get her
snoozing
drunk. They were like, "Oh, do you want the rest of this bottle, Angela?"
She was like, yeah.
And they're just drinking beers, and she's drinking wine, which is a lot worse.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Did you like Angela's eyeshadow?
No, I did not.
Did you not?
No, it's
I thought it
absolutely
looked really
gross. It's
I
hideous.
thought she looked great.
I hate lip gloss and I hate glittery eyeshadow. So no.
Not on Angela though. Do you think on
Oh,
her?
Angela lip gloss looks great, but this glittery eyeshadow, no.
I've written down that I thought she looked good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All I can think about when I see glittery eyeshadow is getting it in my eye because it always gets caught under my contact lenses.
Oh,
so I'm being
that sounds
biased.
awful.
Yeah, it's like having grit under your contact lenses. So
Ugh.
if I see it, I just think no. So I might be biased. I'm sure she looked great.
She looked good. She did look good.
Angela's
She's got a
just the
certain
best.
like air of grace.
Even when she was
around
camping
her.
and looked dishevelled as fuck, she still
that
looked
was
good.
What is that in the flowers?
What are these creatures? She's right. Those nuclear fallout creatures trying to eat her in the
coming out
night.
Those creature holes.
Creature holes. Just block those fucking holes up.
Apparently they're for the recycling.
Oh.
Alfie Sheldon told me.
Oh, but the possums.
They're sniffing through the old
Oof.
packaging. Daniel said the last eviction was a mess. Shane has all the power. If we get rid of Shane, it will crumble. Shane has all the power. Since when?
Since he
Scare-
had that
that's it.
3 a.m. conversation.
Witch hunt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scaremongering.
Yeah, Shane was nothing really.
Angela said he's getting really powerful about Shane. Daniel
Angela's
said,
turning on her own people.
is Shane her people?
Yeah,
Well, it
because
could have been.
the rest.
Yeah, the rest. Good point.
That's the trouble. The alphas are loyal to each other, but the rest, they're just like, oh,
They're not even loyal to each other, are they?
No, that's the problem.
Like Kieran.
It's always the
Where does he
way.
sit?
It's the same with every Big Brother. You're like, why don't these oddbods and misfits
Work
just get
together.
together? But they're too stupid to. They're always trying to be in the cool
Hannah
gang.
tried it in the last episode. It was too little too late.
They're always trying to be with the cool kid. I want to be part of the cool gang. No, fuck the cool gang. Band together with your other fellow misfits and weirdos and
It's
make
always
an
called
impact.
the Misfits, isn't it?
I know.
It's even been said in this version by Kieran, I'm sure.
Of course.
Daniel goes, so if you just join us, join me, like Darth Vader, join me, Luke, then we've got some power. Some power, not all the power. Oh, they made a Final 7 deal. Why are they obsessed with the Final 7 in Big Brother
Oh, they
Australia?
were obsessed with the top 10 yesterday. I can't believe I made it to the top 10. Top 10? Normally, it's, back in the day, there'd only be 12 fucking
That's true.
housemates in there. The fuck?
There are 20 this year, though, so top 10 is probably quite good.
Yeah, true. It's fine. It's still a bit shit. Like, what are you going to be saying when you're in top 3? Like, you'd be apoplectic. No, that's the wrong word.
What's happened?
Euphoric. Apoplexic's angry.
What is it?
Yeah.
Daniel said, Angela's exactly where we want her to be, and she can take me further in this game. So I kind of got that at the time, like, alright, if you are going to use Angela to take you further, keep her for a bit longer.
Yeah, that's true. But I knew it wasn't going
She
to go
is
that
this
way. Marissa knew.
Mindful threat.
Marissa knew.
Marissa was not happy, was
Yeah, she knew. Marissa was me in this situation. She knew it was just bullshit. And I knew too. That's it. And Marissa was clearing out her ears while they were having that conversation. Is that okay? With the cotton
With
bud.
what?
Cotton
Oh,
bud.
with Marissa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. She probably had a shower to get that glittery eye. She probably had
No,
glitter in her
Angela
ears.
wasn't. Marissa was.
Oh.
But would you do strategizing while cleaning your ears out? I would personally save it because I think they might show this bit. Don't you think?
I'm not embarrassed about cleaning my ears. I love cleaning my ears.
I have never ever cleared my ears out with a cotton bud.
Shut up.
Never in my life.
Oh, that's filthy.
No, why? My
What do you
ears are
do?
clean. They're not got no wax in them.
How do you know you never stuck a cotton bud in them?
You're not meant to stick a cotton bud in your
they
ears.
say that, but that's rubbish.
Nothing smaller than your elbow to go in your ears.
Who
That's
said
what.
that?
That's the
You
policy.
can't fit an elbow in
Yeah,
anyone's
that's the
ear.
whole point. You're not meant to put anything in your ears.
No.
I have never ever cleaned my ears out ever.
You don't even use like drops or anything.
No. I've had my ears syringed twice.
Yeah, if you use the cotton bud, you wouldn't need that. I'm sure we've spoken about
Oh,
this
it
on the
feels
podcast
good having
before.
those ears syringed though. I liked it.
How much does that cost?
Nothing, it's free. You just go to the doctor. And then afterwards, you're like fucking Spider-Man. You can hear shit for miles, for days.
I once saw an ear specialist guy, and he did ear syringing and stuff because my ex used to get it done, who also didn't believe in cotton buds. But I am like dedicated to cotton buds, so I grew up on cotton buds. I used to when I was
You're
a kid.
killing the animals in the ocean
When I was
once
a-
again.
When I was a kid, I used to get out of the bath, and then my dad would cotton bud my ears for me. So I'd like lie on his lap, and he would like
Aww.
cotton bud my ears. And sometimes he'd like dig out big
Ugh.
bits of like
Fucking hell, man.
wax.
You sick fuckers.
So like I always loved the feeling of my ears being cotton budded.
Well, that makes sense
then-
because it's like a nostalgic feeling.
I will use cotton buds like every day, after every shower. So if I shower twice a day, twice a day. So I went to this guy
Dangerous.
who looked in my ears,
Yeah.
and he was like, "They're spotless. There's nothing to syringe out."
They're spotless.
Yeah, he said that. He's like, I've never seen an ear like so clean. And I said, well, there you go. It's because I use cotton buds.
Oh, I'm worried about mine now.
And he was like, I would never advise that you use cotton buds, but clearly it's working for you.
See, but he didn't advise it.
I always go that a little bit too deep.
Oh, I think that's very, very dangerous. I think
Apparently.
one day Gaz is going to have an ear-related incident with that cotton bud, and we're going to refer back to this tape and be like, I told you so.
Oh, and it goes against your eardrum, and it just goes like.
Oh,
You
no.
know, like when a microphone, when someone like puts a hand over a microphone, you can hear that when you scrape your
that is absolutely
eardrum.
disgusting. Honestly, I'd rather do anything than do that. I'd rather have a foot massage than do that. It's absolutely
From
gross.
Garth.
No, I wouldn't actually. That's a lie.
So did you hear what Garth said about the Big Brother house?
No. What's he piping up about?
I could save this till the camping segment, but I won't. Angela was freaking out about the possums and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Garth apparently said that in the bedrooms of the Big Brother house, bear in mind...
Oh, yeah, I did
Did you
hear
hear
this.
this?
Tell the listeners.
Bear in
though.
mind that the Big Brother house, this new Big Brother house, is a converted factory or something, or
Oh, yeah.
warehouse or something,
Okay.
I think it is. It's not purpose-built. The rafters are just visible, apparently, and there's no ceiling. And Garth said sometimes you can see
But when it
possums
rains?
in the rafters. No, there's a roof, but no ceiling.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. A shanty town.
He said sometimes possums are like on the rafters in the bedroom and they shit on their beds.
Fuck that one.
If a possum was shit on Angela's bed, surely we'd have known about it.
They'd show it, wouldn't
You'd
they?
think, but isn't that embarrassing for Big Brother to like provide a environment where animals shit on people's
I don't
beds?
think that's true, because that would be a health and safety issue. And you could probably get rabies off them fucking things.
Doesn't sound
That's bollocks.
right.
I
Because also
think
in
it's
Australia,
making that up.
imagine all the animals that could come in, like half of them can kill you.
Like a snake or something.
Exactly.
No, we need to get Australian Andrew onto this.
We need.
We need our own
insider.
Australian correspondent who's not a dickhead like that guy.
Yeah, I haven't heard that guy, but yeah.
Someone who's not going to go on about their references from fucking Australian Survivor and Big Brother Survivor. Not Big Brother Survivor, oh, whatever, shut up. That's how good my references are. Big Brother Survivor. Same thing.
I'd watch that.
What a combo. Then Angela said, bam, 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 but I don't know why.
So tomorrow we go bam to Shane. She
Oh,
said
yeah,
she did
that
a
was
kick
it.
in the
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
And they didn't even rock the camera like they would in the USA.
I've written, they're editing this. I don't think Angela is really working with Dan. But
Oh.
I thought the whole conversation
Edit someone's entire game.
no, but with the seafood conversation,
Yeah.
there were bits.
Oh, you thought she was duping down.
No, but I could hear the bits like you were saying where they sort of cut off the sentence, or
Yeah.
you see in the back of someone's head and they're saying something. They obviously
Yeah.
said it in the diary room, not in this
Yeah,
conversation.
I hear a bit of that
so
too.
fucking annoying. 90 Day Fiancé's a bugger for that as well. It shows someone's like leg shaking, and it's like obviously they've just filmed that at a different time. It's like annoying. Like they probably get people to stand there shaking their leg and then edit it in later. Anyway,
Angela said,
fuck's sake.
look, activity going on.
I know, what the fuck? Shut up,
Angela
then.
said to Marissa, don't make me paranoid. This is a sealed deal.
Oh. Well, it was sealed in poison.
And delicious. Conveyor belt? Norm?
Oh.
You got that next?
Yeah. I've got...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They did this on BBUS. Was it BBS or BB Canada? They did it recently.
Some people have been comparing this to Canada, but a task where I think they had to carry a pile of boxes. but I'm
No,
not sure.
this was the exact same task where they had to stretch out the boxes.
Did they?
Yeah, exact same one. I
think maybe I wasn't that interested
in my
when I
heart,
watched it.
I thought BBUS, but then people were saying Canada, but I feel like they might have done it in both. Anyway, I've seen it
Maybe.
before. I feel like it might have been that Frankie Grande series. Frankie Grande's getting a lot of mentions on this podcast.
I need to watch that comp still.
Oh, honestly, you ain't gonna watch that. Yeah, this task, in a way, it looks kind of like it would be boring, but it's not. Do you think?
Looks like it will be boring.
Yeah,
because, like,
boring
not
to
much
watch.
happens.
Yeah, because there's nothing really
Do you know,
to see. But then there is.
though.
Yeah,
I
there
like
is.
these ones, and it reminds me a little bit of when in Celebrity Big Brother they had to hold the feather out
Oh yeah.
in front of them.
Oh, yeah.
And that was an endurance competition.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
just holding your
whoever
arms
dropped,
up.
didn't drop
really,
it. Yeah.
Like, seemingly... What the fuck is going on outside your house?
I don't know. My neighbours are doing shit.
Seemingly holding these boxes isn't that hard, but actually it kind of is. You've got to maintain pressure, pushing them all in. If you push too hard, they're going to pop out of the middle. And you've also got to take the box from the conveyor belt and not drop everything.
Yeah.
And I felt like some people, it wasn't really fair on, because
Thank
they don't
you.
calibrate this stuff.
No.
All the boxes are the same, all the conveyor belts are the same. Someone like Sarah can't reach as far as Dan.
I've written here, this is rigged for Dan, not fair on Sarah.
But we don't normally talk like this. We don't normally care. Why do we care in this case?
We do care. I care.
Care
I
about
like it to
fairness.
be individually calibrated.
Right.
Well, fairness, except for if Angela's getting evicted and then they bring her back in. Yeah.
Exactly.
Fairness when it suits me.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's that because we're used to watching Canada and in the US, where we know they do calibrate things. And actually, I think they did, for example, the drip in water task. Obviously, Sarah had to be higher up because she couldn't reach the thing otherwise.
Nothing's been calibrated for Kieran, who's basically unfit as fuck. And they're nearly all physical competitions apart from the dominoes. And then he got put with Matt, who basically knocked the dominoes over just to fuck
On
Kieran,
purpose,
I
yeah.
think.
I think Matt's done that to Kieran a couple of times.
Yeah, so Kieran has been totally fucked by the whole thing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So it's
Although,
not
don't
fair.
you think that now Angela's gone, Kieran's Big Brother's next best
He is
entertainment
getting a
point?
lot of airtime,
Yeah.
but he's not actually that entertaining. Also, they showed
What
him.
about that music? I don't know whatever tune he gets, but
Also, like the dodo music.
Yeah.
Also, they showed him picking his nose and eating it, which I thought they wouldn't do if he was a potential winner.
oh,
Did you see that?
they've shown him do that a couple of times.
The old
yes.
John McCrick treatment. And John Tickle. What is it with these people?
We've all done it.
We've all done it, but not on TV. And hopefully as a 6-year-old, not a 21-year-old man. Right, so
that's to pick the box that matches your target. What does that mean?
like it was either the pink or the blue one.
Oh, okay.
Because there was pink and blue ones coming down, wasn't there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they shared a conveyor belt, didn't they? Mm. What was interesting about this was people got strategic about it, and we'll probably talk about this towards the end. But
I've put Kieran actually did well.
Kieran was doing
And
quite
Sarah
well.
was still in after 10 boxes, which I was shocked about. So there must have been, I don't know, there must have been some benefits of, I don't know, being small or other benefits that wasn't just like about having long arms or anything. It was kind of about balance and reach and...
I think that when you got further...
Should I shut that one door? Is it making
I
a
can
bit
do
of
it.
noise?
I feel like once you got further back on your stack towards the conveyor belt, it possibly became easier to grab the box at least.
But then the balance was more tricky. Whilst this was going on, I had a little look at some of the housemates' tattoos, as you could see them on their
They've all got
arms.
them, haven't they? Well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Matt has Carpe Diem.
What does that
tattoo.
mean?
Is
Latin
it
for
That's
something.
Life or something?
That's Life.
Something like
That's-
that.
is it?
Yeah, so is it That's Life? It's something inane like that. Jack,
Yeah.
what does Carpe Diem mean?
Something trite.
Is it That's Life?
Something's right. So I just Google this shit. Carpe diem.
Seize the day.
Seize the day.
Did you Google that?
No. Let me quick.
Was Google slow today?
And then Shane's tattoo was even worse. Love thy mother.
Oh, that's weird. Love my mother.
And I thought, oh dear, there's 2 bad tattoos right there. Neither of those would be your tattoo of the week.
No, but I have got a tattoo of the week.
Oh, brilliant. I'm excited.
I can't remember what it was myself, so hopefully I noticed it in my notes.
So at the end, it was Matt versus Shane. And we knew...
Big Brother's commentary was good on this at points.
And we knew Matt and Shane were going after each other.
Oh, yeah,
so
this
it's
was
a
the perfect-
direct...
this was the perfect
It
ending.
was really good.
Do you know, I really enjoy the way Big Brother meddles with housemates and trolls them.
Yeah.
Not even just in a task, but just like at random
Generally,
points.
yeah.
And Big Brother said, Dan Stack has a nice bend in it. It doesn't look good, Daniel. And then when he says stuff like that, Big Brother, people will be like, oh, Big Brother, like, don't put me off.
Yeah.
Angela kicked her boxes when she lost.
Oh, I know a few people were being a bit aggressive with the boxes.
Yeah, so with this Matt versus Shane thing, Angela got involved. Do you remember?
Angela's an idiot. She helped Matt.
She stayed true to this new alliance.
Fuck that new alliance. Yeah, because when they had to take the boxes off, you had 30 seconds to take it off.
Do you think this is fair?
I'm not sure.
I felt like the box shouldn't have counted until placed in the stack.
Right.
So, yeah, she told Matt to let Shane place the box first, which he did. I think there were two instances, right, where they both placed it.
Yeah, they were just looking at each other like...
Yeah, and then Shane placed his last one.
Yeah.
And then Matt hadn't put his in yet, and then Shane crumbled, and that made Matt the winner. But actually, Shane hadn't held as many boxes as Matt.
No, I see what you mean.
No, but Matt hadn't held as many boxes as Shane.
But wasn't that part of the strategy that you had to decide on the timing of when to get the box off? And if you would have left it too late, you would have fucked it up as well.
Yeah, because there was a countdown as well, wasn't there? You had like X amount of seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds or some shit to put the box in. And Matt waited until 4 seconds were left, and that's when Shane went.
Yeah. I felt so bad for Shane then. I did, didn't you?
I didn't really like Shane. I didn't really care for Shane. So...
I know, but didn't you want Shane to get Matt out because Matt's annoying?
Yeah, I did, but...
We've got to shut that window as well. I just said this was the most Big Brother thing I've ever seen. The whole thing, the task, the ending, just it not going the way you want it to go. It was just like so Big Brother. It was just very, very Big Brother. It was very tense though. So you didn't find it that tense if you weren't that bothered about Shane?
I did, because I knew it was important, but at the same time, I just don't care for Shane as a housemate.
He's boring, isn't
I just think, like, Shane's whole, we can't compete with Matt at the end thing, it just made me a bit, like, annoyed with Shane. Like, he just had rolled over already. Like, well, he hadn't.
No, he hadn't, because
he picked up a fight, but he'd already resigned himself to losing to Matt if he got there. And I was like, well, why is Matt so great?
Yeah, what's so good about Matt? He's a twat. Should we pause? Because I'm going to shut that window and have a wee.
Yep, I need a wee. Yeah. Right. What happened next? Come on.
What's going on? Oh yeah, so
it's the nominations.
Yeah, Matt won the competition, so he went to the diary room, nominations room, and it was fucking hell. And what happened? Help me out here.
He nominated Shane, obviously, for obviously coming for him. Marissa, he said that was tit for tat. Oh, there you go. Marissa put him up then. And about Angela, she's too good for me. In mental endurance challenges, I think he said. Mental endurance, he's now calling this.
But it's not just mental endurance, it's physical as well. That's doing Angela down to say it's just mental.
It does do a disservice.
I noticed there were some cars parked outside the Big Brother house.
I noticed this too this week.
Disgraceful. I've written they should be CGI'd out. I don't want to see cars parked outside there. It's a magical place.
It's funny you say that because I was looking at the still of the outside of the house at the start of an episode the other day, and I was using for the first time the file that you get where you download it, and it's like a gig or whatever.
Thanks, Alfie.
Who is putting those on the internet in that weird system of NZ web chamber or whatever it's called? So that file, like, for the first time yesterday, I managed to actually like download a program which could stream it to my TV. And it's the first episode I ever watched in HD.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, look at that! It's just like a driveway up to the Big Brother house. Some cars parked outside, and seemingly no security fence, like parameter fence whatsoever.
You think, it's one of them like Sonia's cars. It's
probably
weird. Weird. Keep that shit behind the scenes, not out front. Build a little shelter or something.
Yeah, patrol it with dogs, like or poisonous snakes,
patrolled
whatever.
by possums. The housemates were changing their beds. I saw the little hatch in the bedroom here.
First time.
I heard something of interest.
Yeah.
I think this was from Australian Andrew. So I slag him off, but he's got
a few gems.
He's got the fact. Apparently they're not allowed to have sex in Big Brother Australia. There's a clause in their contract.
No.
Yeah. And that's why Chad and Sophie haven't done anything, because they're not physically allowed to have sex.
Oh.
It's a clause you sign at the beginning.
How does he know that?
I don't know, actually.
Has he seen the contract?
Leak. I don't know, but I thought it was interesting.
That is interesting, especially given that Casey said yesterday in the last show that we watched about the, I think it was in the eviction room is what it's called, isn't it? But like, regardless of the relationship in the house, you're a threat. It doesn't matter if you're doing the thing. she
Oh,
said.
yeah.
So that made me think, okay, so
They
Chad
are.
and Sophie are boning.
But do you notice when Chad comes to the diary, he said, we're cuddle buddies.
But
So I was
isn't
like,
that just what you say so that your gran doesn't get upset? back
yeah.
home?
I don't know. Anyway, that's what he said. I don't know if it's true or
But
not.
also, the problem...
Second-hand information.
That could be in the clause. That could be in the contract because it's a 7:30 p.m. family show in Australia now.
Yeah. And
But then you can just edit that bit out.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
The cat just came in and jumped at the sight of nothing.
Flinched it. Your computer.
Yeah.
Come on.
You
Okay,
don't want him up there because it's soaked. Look at him.
Yeah, so I was wondering why we haven't seen any bedroom antics, but I suppose even if anything did happen, there's no after dark late night show.
So there'd be no point in
So-
in showing it or
There's
not.
just no way that they could show it.
No. You're right. Cat sniffing around, very wet. You're not very much of a presence on the podcast lately, has he?
No mice or anything.
No mice, no meowing. He's just out all the time.
It's meowing.
Dowie,
I'm sure.
say hello to the listeners. Dowie!
Oh,
Mute.
defiantly silent.
Sponsored silence. I
John
wish you'd
McCrick.
do that at fucking 4 in the morning. Give him his Diet Coke.
After the nominations, Matt said to Marissa, "Relax, like it's not you." Kind of
It's me. And Angela said, are we all good? They were not all good.
thing. No, and she said, and I think this is the diary. Said, "I'm very annoyed. I'm trying to believe that Matt nominated me to cover up our alliance."
Oh, come on.
Wow,
Come
pretty
on.
hard to believe that.
What a rubbish. Oh, so stupid. I actually didn't actually believe that.
Matt told her he hated doing it and he was sorry. He said that was the reason. These liars.
I don't trust that guy. I've written Kieran is floating through here. Mark my words. Kieran, dead man walking, dead man walking, dead man walking, and now look at him.
Walking to the end.
He's walking because no one bothers to put him up because he's not a comp threat. But
But
like
it could
you
be
said,
popular with the public.
could be a social threat at the end.
Angela said this to Big Brother. This is so shifty. You don't even know. And Big Brother said, I do know.
I'm Big Brother. Dad, what are you doing? Is he sticking his tongue out?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, is he going to vom?
There you go.
God.
You wish for something Towie related on the podcast. It's going to puke over your sofa.
Look, he's like...
Stop that.
Oh, what's he
No, I think
doing?
he's got maybe fluff on his tongue or something.
Frog in his throat. Okay, so then...
Shane said, I've got a gut feeling and my gut's pretty good. I guess that's that he's going.
Oh yeah,
right?
he said, I feel nervous as shit. And then Shane said, you know what's fun? And Dan said, packing to him. What a cunt.
Oh, bastard.
Ouch.
Do you think Dan gets too much preferential treatment from Big Brother?
Just a bit, i.e. yesterday.
Yeah, Zoom call with his now girlfriend.
I mean, he's getting a total winner's edit. Oh yeah, his girlfriend, who he's actually not going out with anymore because they split up.
Ridiculous.
Stupid.
What's this? Shane to Daniel, Sarah and Casey said, if you can find it in your heart to keep me here. That's not how you campaign. Oh, Sarah had back laces on. Did you notice that?
No.
She had a top with what I can only describe as back laces.
Ooh. What's our thoughts on Sarah at the moment? I kind of like her
not-
just because she's someone different to the others a bit. Well, she
Is
looks
she?
a bit different, and I don't know.
I guess she doesn't look like Hannah and Sophie, who
Yeah.
are interchangeable sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm still is that Hannah or Sophie? I don't think Sarah's got much of a
Who
personality.
do we actually
though.
like? Who
Exactly.
do we like?
Who is left to like?
We don't like anyone.
I thought Hannah maybe might be the one that I can like.
How's that working out for you?
Not so good. Honestly, the only person who I would say is a character that I might enjoy watching now is Kieran.
I enjoy Chad, but for bad reason.
Yeah, that is a bad reason.
And I mean, Xavier and Dan are good villains, I suppose, and Matt. But
I mean, you say that, but are they? Not that
I
villainous.
didn't even sound convinced as I was saying it, did I? They're quite horrible.
Shane said, if Ange goes, Marissa will come over here, and then we've got the power. Shane said that. Over here, over where? Isn't he already with Ange?
I know, are you sure it was Shane? Because I've got Xavier's plotting against Ange, but also saying Shane has leadership qualities. Yeah, I think he did say if Shane goes, Angie will come over here to their side, to the Alphas. But Angie was already with the Alphas, sort of.
No, Shane was saying Marissa would come over if
Oh,
Angela went, because
I see.
Marissa would obviously be floating.
I don't think Marissa would come over.
But the thing is, Angela and Marissa would have had to go towards Shane and whoever else isn't an alpha anyway.
And Marissa hates those guys, so she ain't going to come over to them.
How do you know? Marissa doesn't say anything.
Yeah, Marissa's hated those guys from day one.
I guess she's been putting that up.
Yeah. Marissa does hate those guys and wants them out. She did say it. She said it to Hannah yesterday.
Sarah was getting in Xavier's ear saying that Shane is better for his game. Oh.
Oh, Angie's
Sarah?
been gunning for you, she said.
Sarah told who?
I don't know, you're the one who plays it.
You said Angela's been gunning for who? Who said that?
Xavier, I think.
Xavier said that to Sarah. Oh, whereas she was trying to present the counter argument. I see.
No, I don't.
Yeah, what you're saying is Xavier said to Sarah,
Yeah.
Angela's gunning for you. But Sarah said to Xavier, Shane is actually better for your game.
Oh, okay.
Wait. That doesn't matter. They're both both a target for Angela,
Never
aren't
mind.
they?
They're both
This is
gone.
why we can't talk strategy.
They're
on this
both gone,
podcast.
so it don't matter. Just pretend it never happened. And Matt said, I'm going to pretend I've got the shits with you. To Angie,
Well, that
maybe.
means you've got a bad stomach.
Yeah, there's a lot of mention of shits on this show. No wonder it needs that PG rating.
Yeah, he said he's going to pretend that he's got a problem in the eviction room for the, for the show of this, because we're still actually in a tight alliance.
That was it. Yeah, at the eviction, Matt was going to put some heat on Angela, and Angela said, "Be careful what you say." And then when Matt walked out the room, she went, "Idiot."
She said, like, you could say something that will sway the votes. She said they're dum-dums,
Yeah, dum-dums. I like the dum-dums.
They are, but it's true. I've seen that Hannah, I think, is included, but Hannah for sure, Hannah maybe, Sarah for sure, Chad and Sophie. They'll just go with whoever the last person is that they spoke to.
100%.
It's so stupid.
I know. And they will just get picked off one by one. It is stupid. If I was Angela, I would have been very worried about Matt saying he was going to say some shit to her at the eviction, because that eviction bit is tense, and that could sway votes. It's very tense.
I've really enjoyed the eviction scenes where
Section.
Sonia
Yeah.
gets to question them. I think they're really good.
Mega shit stirrer.
Actually, speaking of which, we're at the eviction room
I
now.
mean, Sonia's had more impact with those kind of questions that she asks than anything Arissa or Julie ever asked the housemates. Because it's very, very safe what Arissa and Julie ask, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very sort of,
Yeah, it's not designed
how are you
to
getting
shit
on?
people
No,
up.
whereas
This
Sonia's
is.
like fucking blowing up people's game left and
I
right.
wonder, obviously these questions have been written for Sonia, right? I wonder how much of it is Sonia freestyling and how much of it is Big Brother's
0%
script.
Sonia freestyling. That's how much. I actually think Sonia's been alright presenting.
I've always liked Sonia as a presenter of the show.
She's got some quirky outfits.
Some abhorrent views.
Apart from that, she's got a great haircut. What more do you want? Just slip that under the carpet.
She looks a bit patchy at times. Have you noticed that? Her skin looks a
do you
bit
mean?
patchy.
Oh.
And I've noticed, I shouldn't really slag off, but you just...
Oh, dear.
Isn't she like, what do you say, 50 what?
56 or something.
Okay, well then I won't say what I was going to say.
What were you going to say? Oh, what?
Sometimes with her outfits, like,
Yeah.
it looks like she's like being pushed in the wrong places and there's a little bit of creasing going on with her skin.
What do you mean creasing?
It's
Oh.
like a little like arm bit which
What do you mean,
gathers around
wrinkly
it.
or fat?
Bit wrinkly.
Oh, well,
Not fat.
Because she's nearly fucking 60. I wish I looked like that at fucking nearly 60.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine you looking like that. Fucking hell. That would be a turn
I
up
take
for
it
the
back. I
books.
think she's very nice.
She looks good, but she's a complete bitch. So then, I don't think she's listening, it's fine. So then, Shane, I noticed, had wet look gel in his hair. Do you like that as a look?
Oh, straight out of the early noughties. No, I didn't.
And then Marissa said, I wish Angela had never made that deal. And I've written, what deal? Not much of a deal when you get put on the block by the fucking same people the same day.
She said, I feel really betrayed by Matt, and I know I can't trust him now. But, like, the reason Matt actually put Marissa right was because she'd nominated him before.
Also, why has Matt only got one T? Don't you think that's obnoxious?
Oh, any name spelled in a weird way, other than what's conventional, is just there to, like, constantly raise a point of, oh no, but it's not spelt like that. Like,
And annoy you when you're on the phone to the bank and you have to spell it out. Sonia was saying... Oh, hold on.
Sonia said, Matt, you finally won something.
Hold on. Shane said, when Angela's involved, there's more than champagne and seafood.
Oh yeah, Shane said about Angela, she's good at manipulating minds.
Oh yeah, Shane was really coming for Angela quite a bit, wasn't he?
Why would he do that?
Because he was on the block with her.
Oh yeah.
Is that good enough reason?
Oh yeah, that is a good reason. Yeah.
And then Sonia said, "Oh, great." Sonia said, we wanted him to meow, there you go.
You did.
Sonia said, why did you nominate Angela? And Matt said, today's a new day. And then have you got what Angela said?
Oh, no, she said, Sonia said, you nominated Angela, so obviously the seafood dinner didn't bring you that close together. And Matt said, it did for a few hours. Today's a new day. Wow. What a turncoat. Angela said, I dined with the devil. I'm not confident. All of these are my enemy.
I've written,
she talks too much
why
in the
say
room.
this in capital letters? She also said that dinner was the Last Supper. Why would you say that dinner was the Last Supper when you're on the block? It's like inviting people to vote you out.
Yeah.
Angela's gameplay was quite terrible.
Unfortunately, like, Angela, I think, is too eager to make good TV.
Yeah.
And she says these things, which she should say in the diary room. Because in the diary room, we still see them.
Yeah.
And they still have the same impact. But not amongst your housemates, which is bad.
That's the optimum thing you need from a housemate, to be the good TV and the good player, and you don't always get the right balance
to strike.
Although she's done a good job, but a little bit too much.
Thanks to Big Brother putting her in the bunker.
A little bit too much drama in the eviction chairs there.
Yeah. On the couch, as they say. On the couches, or in the lounge.
Now, I've written about Shane's shirt here, and you can't like this one.
It said something about spiders
it
on
said
it.
spiders on it, and it said hoorah on it, and it looked horrible.
No, I don't like that one.
No.
Shane said, I'm here to play an honest game. I'm not sure about the people sitting next to me. What's wrong with that cat?
Should I go and sort him out?
Yeah,
He just goes and stands on the microwave and just yells.
Why?
Because he's just an attention seeker. No, don't pause it. Press on. You do a bit of filling. Get down! Where is he? I can't see him.
What? I could hear him. He's in the kitchen. He's gone out the window.
I think he's trying to get in with Jack.
Oh
yeah, he is. Jack's ignoring him.
God. Cats are more trouble than they're worth, aren't they?
He's out meowing.
Anyway, Shane said that Angela says one thing to one side of the house and another to the other side of the house. But isn't that the
No
game?
problem now.
So this is what Shane said about Angela. She says one thing to one side of the house and another thing to the other side of the house.
Well, that's true.
But that's surely
very
everyone. Is that not everyone?
No, but it's particularly accurate about Angela, I think. Oh.
Do you think so? I actually don't know if she does. Okay, in this case,
In
she's
the
gone
past
to the other
day, she
side.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
You're being blind with regards to Angela's
What? Flaws?
dirty tricks. Yeah. Plotting a very devious plan.
Angela was saying way too much. She said it's called gameplay. This is what she said about this, which I think is true. And she said again that everyone was an enemy. Don't keep saying that when you're up.
Yeah.
She said if you're sitting here thinking no one is going to vote for you, you're not playing the game.
That's true.
Where you at?
I've just got all the votes to evict, which is not that interesting. They showed quite a lot of them this time, though, which was different to normal.
They did, but do you know why?
Because it was...
It wasn't obvious.
There's only one vote in it.
Yeah. I think that do you know what I did this week? And I think this is the right episode.
Go on.
I recorded the diary room nominations on my phone.
Oh!
And then I have some reaction from Dan and I at the end of that episode as well. Do you want to,
Is it this one or the next one?
No, it's this one.
Oh, it's this one, yeah, go on. But the quality's okay.
So do I, because it's going like from my computer to my phone back to
Oh,
another.
Jesus Christ.
Was that on Sunday's episode?
Oh, fuck knows.
Yeah, it was. Right, there's 8 minutes of this apparently.
Oh my God.
Housemates, it's time to evict.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You didn't go through those
Angela.
steps. What is that?
I'd like to evict Shane tonight, because he's my biggest threat.
I'm going to have to evict Angela tonight. She's deceptive and I've called out lies too many times.
That's Shane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shaken.
Shane, he took a shot at Matt because he was a likeable character, but I'm a likeable character, which makes me a target for him. I'd rather be
you're
stabbed
not.
in my front than in the back.
I wish to evict Angie. She's been lying, manipulative, deceitful.
That's Sarah. Oh, she's good to me.
Shane's my vote tonight. He's too big a threat, and I just feel that as the days go on, he's going to start voting me on that chair. I wish to evict Angela because she's the biggest threat to my game.
I will be voting Shane because he's standing in my way to getting to the final 7.
Who do you wish to evict, and why? Angie, I love her a bit, but in this competition, she's my biggest threat. I would like to evict Shane because I'm working in an alliance, and that's the way the alliance wants to vote.
Tonight, I'm choose to evict Angela. It's clear that she's one of the biggest threats in the house.
David?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Chad. Oh, Chad.
No, Chad likes Angela.
Xavier, who do you wish to evict, and why?
I'll evict... I'll evict Shane. Because he's too much of a good bloke. And good blokes don't win in this game.
What? True.
Thank you, Xavier.
Xavier. Evil.
Do you want to talk about how you felt about
Shane
that
was
eviction
against Matt then, wasn't he?
for the podcast?
There are not enough words I know that I can use to describe just the feeling in my, when you you go up on a roller coaster, right? You go to the really high tippy toppy bit, right? And then you're gonna fall, and then it's just ah! When you finally go down.
Yeah, you shouted louder than that, actually.
Yeah, I did, and I squealed, in fact, like a stuck pig. But yeah, that was really, really thrilling, and not in an enjoyable way. I was so scared for Angie. Yeah,
but you're happy.
Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with the result. But fucking hell, mate, that was so stressful. And also, I like the way Sonia announced it. She said the number of votes before the person, because in the past it was proper obvious. But
is that the first time she's done that?
I think so. Yeah, because normally she's I
thought so too.
Marissa, you got, and then we automatically know Marissa's fine. But yeah, she done good. She's been watching it back and gone maybe if I say the number and then the name, it'll be better. And she was right. So well done,
Lindsay
Sonia.
and I had a dispute last week. She said Sonia announced it in a different way.
Here we go.
The last eviction of last week.
Did she?
I don't think she did, but Lindsay was convinced she had. But I was it's always like you said, the person with the least votes, then the next person, then the person going.
Yeah. I don't know, I just kind of take Lindsay's side in these things.
Don't do that, don't I?
Thank you. Dad's too
I
scared.
have another
to
question
go
for you, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did you gain what you wanted to gain from watching the full vote?
I
You
was
wanted
so
to watch
keen
it
to
again.
watch it.
Actually, no, I wasn't concentrating. I think there was a fly in the room. I was just looking at that. But yeah, I was trying to work out who had voted for who, and I know the numbers, but I don't know the names.
Do you think that Big Brother showed more of the votes in the show because people are complaining on Twitter about
That's
it?
what I think.
Or because it was going to come down to a tie and they knew they could keep the tension without revealing it if
Do you
they
know what?
withheld Xavier's vote from the edit?
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? That one in particular, it was really important for them to leave us with Xavier's
Because
agony.
otherwise you'd know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So in the American Big Brother, they show them all of the votes happen. It happens live. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really live, but they say it's live. So when the host announces it, you already know.
Yeah.
So there's no.
Yeah, no, this
tension,
way.
is
Yeah,
there?
this way's better because there's tension in it, isn't there?
Yeah.
I have to disagree with that.
Anticipation.
Yes.
But do you think it's fair that fans have to go onto the website to find
No,
out the
that's
true
not fair.
state of the nominations.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't like it, watch something else. Like, what the fuck? This is such a good way of doing it.
No.
Like,
I think it's a right of a Big Brother fan to see all the votes there on the show.
I mean, do you know what? Like, no. Like, you're not entitled to any. You're a consumer, so if you don't like it, you're within your rights to complain and go to Twitter and make your voices heard. But like,
Alfie Sheldon is not a fan of those views. Carry on.
but Alfie Sheldon also has the internet, as does like 99% of all the viewers, and they're not hiding the fact.
But actually, only 30% of Australians have the internet.
Oh, that's a damn shame. They need to fix the fuck up.
Statistic I made up.
Yeah, like, they're not being deceitful about it, because they are putting the full footage on the internet, so there can't be any accusations.
What about,
like,
say, an old
or anything?
An old nonna? What about, like, Hannah's nonna? Was it Hannah that said got nonna? Or was it Sophie? Hannah, right?
Yeah.
How's her nonna going to see the votes if she hasn't got the internet?
I mean, Nonna probably has, like, a daughter that can access the internet, or a son, or Hannah's parents, or, you know, like...
So the old people have got to seek help from a friend in their support bubble.
Yeah, they do. Okay. They do. And do you know what? Like,
yeah,
I don't think Nonna gives enough of a shit to go...
I agree with that.
What Hannah votes each week on the internet.
Correct.
She's not a Big Brother super fan, and she probably just wants to see her granddaughter, like, on Big Brother, living her best life, but she's probably not interested in going like, I wonder who she voted for.
I think she wonders why Hannah's not even in the edit. What were you doing?
Do you know what? I guess it's kind of a way of, like, making her think, like, she's, I don't know, getting, like, Alzheimer's, or... What's the one where you forget? Is it Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because if she's just like, oh, I don't remember seeing Hannah, maybe she'll be like, maybe it's me, maybe it's my memory. This could be a good thing. Yeah. Because then she'll go to the doctor and be like, oh, I think I'm losing my memory. I can't remember seeing my granddaughter in the TV show.
Didn't Hannah have to go to the doctor in that episode?
Oh, yeah.
No, that was Casey.
Oh.
Casey, see?
One of the, like, pouty
all these
people.
generic white girls.
Casey
Pout. All they do is pout.
Yeah.
She can poo.
Like, enter a room.
Oh, that
Out,
was
isn't it, baby?
Casey, yeah.
But that's not catching on, so I think they might just be rebranded as the Pouters.
Okay. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I liked the fact that Chad managed to stack the same number of boxes as brain cells he has.
That's a bit generous for Chad's brain cells. Double the amount of boxes that he had of brain cells, no?
That's mean.
There you go.
Leave Chad alone.
Once I get done talking about it, you won't shut up.
Leave Chad alone. Dan is coming at those views from a very ignorant point of view of a non-Big Brother fan who's not embedded in
He's
all
a Big
these...
Brother fan.
No, but you know what I mean, like a weirdo one like us.
Right.
Who's
Yeah.
been embedded in all these years of... It's just like Jack.
These years.
Dan is just like my Jack. They come in, they dip in and out, and they take from it what they will, but they're not entrenched in all this fucking... what's the word I'm looking for? Scaffolding around it, and history, and fucking pathos and reverence, and yeah, it's just. So I understand him going, no, it don't matter, but yes, it does matter. But I do totally agree. Hannah's nan doesn't need to see the votes. 100%.
So also at the end of this episode, we've heard the announcement that Big Brother will be returning in 2021 for a new series.
Oh.
Do you want me to give you the full details on the reunion of Big Brother?
I do, but hold on, just before you get to that. At the end of that episode, Angie said, game on moles, after Shane went. And she said, I'm going to kill you, you know that. There you go.
Oh yeah, to
Because
who,
Angie
Matt?
was talking all that shit to people and they didn't evict her. I thought that was Angela's eviction when we were reading for it. The fuck?
No, it was Shane.
No wonder
And
she
it was-
thought she could carry on like that
And
the
it was
next day.
Xavier who put Shane out the door.
No wonder she thought she could carry on being like that in the eviction and staying.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Oof. Anyway, go on, give us the goss.
Channel 7 has recommissioned its biggest hit of 2020.
Really?
With a call out for housemates to air on tonight. What? Call out for housemates to air on tonight. That doesn't make sense.
Terms and conditions may apply. Only white people.
And there could be a surprise twist.
Oh.
Filming is set to begin on the second series of Big Brother for Channel 7 in the coming months.
Oh.
And with the network confirming the news to TV Black Box. TV Black Box is a good source for Big Brother
Oh,
Australia
I
news.
didn't know that.
Host Sonia Kruger will return to the reimagined format. She says it's been fantastic to reunite Big Brother with his fans and see a whole new generation of Australians fall in love with the show.
With his
new
fans?
generation. Yeah. He'll be back, cheekier than ever. So our new housemates better be ready to play. Big Brother is about to go to the next level, and I'm totally here for it.
Oh.
TV Black Box understands filming for the new series will take place between October and December.
Oh.
That's not long to cast, is it?
No.
With pre-production kicking off in August.
Oh.
And in the new twist...
How the hell are they going to cast people at the moment with coronavirus?
I don't know, but do you want to know the potential new twist?
Yeah, go on.
There could be an all-stars element to the game.
Oh.
Tim Dormer could come
yes,
back.
Tim, Drew, Tully.
As sources say, you can expect to see some familiar faces return, and not just from the Channel 7 series.
Oh!
Angela could come back.
That'd be good. Oh, yeah, imagine Angela and Tim together.
Oh, that would be
That'd
great.
Be fun.
I'd love to see that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, apparently Big Brother's been a triumph for Seven, increasing its audience and performing strongly in the demos. Key demographics, I suppose. So
In the Devos.
You said in the Devos, you said you thought this would be a hit because there's nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
And I went, I'm not sure because
you
on
did.
social media no one cares. But apparently it's good news for us.
Oh, do we know how many viewers it's been getting?
I haven't got any numbers in my article, so no, I do not.
That's okay. We don't need all those facts and figures weighing us down.
But if you want to apply for Big Brother Australia, bigbrothercasting.com.au. That's where you go.
Get over there, mate. But if you're a white, sporty type, just stay at home instead. We've had enough of your sort. God, my Australian accent's gone awful.
You need to do Zoe.
But I kind of...
No.
I
You went a bit Sandler.
I've forgotten
It's
how
the
to
nasal
do Zoe.
leaders. Turn over a new life. That's Casey.
I'm gonna go home and hug my kids. There you go. Fuck it out. I had to think of something she actually said to get it, you know. Can't just make up a sentence, don't work. Okay, episode 11.
I wrote that Casey's shitty storyline reached its conclusion.
Do you know, have you ever had really bad constipation where it's so bad?
No.
I have, and I was like doubled over, like in agony.
So Casey can bore off.
And it was when I was going out with James, and he went to the chemist and got me this drink, which I drank, and honestly...
Did you shit immediately?
Yeah, like literally within about 5 seconds, and it was gone. It was just liquefied, and it was like, honestly... That drink, though, I highly recommend it. Don't know what the fuck it was. It was like pure sugar. It was like tasted just like pure sugar, and it just like clears your insides out like...
Oh, I'd like to try that
honestly.
now, just for fun.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Can you have it if you're not constipated? Just if you want to like reboot, maybe.
Yeah, like a detox.
Yeah.
A cheap detox. Honestly, if you ever constipate, just go to the pharmacy, ask for that sugary drink. Whew.
Sugary drink.
Honestly. My insides haven't been the same since. Sorry, that was probably too much information.
Well, Big Brother, like, to Casey, you've got this medication, and like, normally it takes... 2 tablets, and you've had like 8 or something.
Yeah,
you
is
still
that a
haven't
good
gone to the
idea?
toilet. Overdosing.
Yeah, overdosing in the Big B. I know, it's when she came out the toilet as well.
Big B house.
Yeah, she pooed. Then she went to Marissa, I pooed, hugged her before she washed her hands.
Oh, no.
Saying.
Disgusting. Angela was in the diary room I've got here. Have you got anything before?
Yeah.
Saying... if their boat is floating, it's time to jump in with them about her alliance with the Alphas.
We had 2 more episodes to go.
Yeah.
What a negative Nancy. Angela said what?
And Big Brother told Angela he was glad she's here. Do you remember this?
Oh, I bet he is.
And
the ratings.
Do you remember what else Big Brother did for Angela?
No.
Like made a kiss noise.
Oh.
Do you can kiss, mate? Is that too far?
No, it's not enough. Big Brother should touch her leg.
Or an ease.
Angela's saying she's not going to flip on the Alphas. I've put why. They've just nominated you. Has Angela gone stupid?
Well, apparently so.
Xavier said, I don't trust Angela or Kieran. I've put, It seems like Dan and Matt do want to work with Angela, but Xavier didn't seem keen.
Oh, really? But even Matt was saying I don't trust Angela at all. And in the diary room said, she's got this No, it's not an Australian accent.
Right, lost it in this section.
Matt from Broken Hill. He's got this amazing strategic mind. Any good?
Maybe not for Matt, but for someone else. Go on.
No, go on. You tell it.
We had a task where... Have we had this one on UK or US before?
UK. Do you not remember
Go on.
where this happened before? Tell them what the task is first.
The task is you have a balloon strapped to you all day and you have to keep it unpopped until sunset.
Oh, yeah.
And I do remember seeing this before in UK.
A Celebrity Big Brother UK series. And it was a series won by a really annoying winner.
Right. Oh, that's narrowed it down.
Somebody who, in my opinion, should have been removed from the house before they won.
I know exactly who you mean.
Yeah.
Why are we being coy about it? Are we being
I'm just
unspoilery?
leading you to the clues.
Ruthless. Bear?
Yeah, Stephen Bear. I don't remember the Ruthless thing.
You don't remember me saying ruthless all the time?
I just remember him making that cocktail because of Dave Wall's remix.
I just remember that Charlotte Crosby actually won Big Brother as well. Oh my god.
Ugh. Some of the shit we've put up with.
Fucking god. That is just embarrassing.
I think for Channel 4 Big Brother, for Channel 4 to like re-show all those old Big Brother episodes, it's almost like, remember when Big Brother was like this? Like, don't look over there. Like,
yeah, look over
here.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Like a mind cleanser.
Yeah.
Palate cleanser for your mind.
Yeah. So when we did this in UK Big Brother actually stated that housemates couldn't pop each other's balloons.
Oh, okay.
But Bear was there, so of course they went around popping each other's balloons.
A rule booker.
You can find this one on YouTube. I did actually watch it again to see what it was like.
Frankie Grande was in there with Bear, I think.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Obsessed with Frankie Grande. Frankie Grande was so boring in Big Brother UK. He was just so quiet and just did nothing. Just didn't say anything.
Because he was in there with Bear.
He was trying to like rehabilitate his image, I think, from BBUS and be like, I'm not a twat. And then he just came across so boring. I preferred him to be a twat.
Do you remember the penalty for popping the balloon? If you didn't keep your balloon intact for the whole day?
No.
Something that Angela really feared. They had to
having no tea.
Had to sleep outside.
Oh, that was it.
This is the camping thing.
Fucking hell, it's only 2 days ago.
Angela goes, how am I going to survive in the backyard?
I put Angela looked dishevelled as fuck even before they started camping. Her hair was wild. It's like she'd just gone feral for some reason.
Pigtails, didn't she?
Yeah, she just looked in the right state.
As soon as they popped the balloon, they weren't allowed in the house anymore. They had to stay in the garden. That was the penalty.
That was it. And you couldn't like pop someone else's sort of on the way out kind of thing. You had to just go straight to the garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that a rule?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was like straight to the garden, so you couldn't like chase around after them sort of thing,
Yeah,
you know?
I get you.
I guess if you were walking to the garden, you could do someone on the way.
Yeah, you could.
Like keying someone's car.
Drive by. I kind of like laughed at the fact they'd got goggles on so they didn't get confetti in their eye.
Goggles
But
are
I guess,
so stupid. They're
guess
smallest
it's the
goggles.
balloon could hurt you, right? The rubber could like get in the eye.
I'm surprised there weren't any people in there who were scared of fucking balloons. All these stupid fears they've got.
That sound like some sort of phobia game. Big
yeah,
Brother.
it is.
Actually, I've got a story about that.
Go on.
When I was at school, did you ever, in art class, did you blow up a balloon and put paper mache around it to make like a mask?
Yeah.
We did that, right? And then this one girl was really scared of the balloons popping.
Oh.
And I don't know how old you are when you do that
Yeah.
task.
10 or so.
No, I was in like year 6, maybe. Year
I don't
7.
know what that means. It's like the Big Brother series numbers. I don't know about that.
I don't know what it means either. I was probably like 13.
Okay.
No, maybe 11, 12.
All right.
12 years old, maybe. And this girl was like scared of the balloons popping, so she actually started crying in the classroom, and then someone started to take the piss out of her. And do you know there's some like iconic moments that happened throughout your school life which you'll never forget?
No, but yeah.
Do you not?
No, I don't remember
you not
that
that one
school.
time when like someone fell down the playground and an ambulance came?
No.
Is that just my school life?
I don't remember anything about school.
Basically, it was like an argument in Big Brother. Like someone was like goading her because she was crying because the balloons were popped, and this guy just cracked and like was like, "Leave me alone!"
Oh,
and
brilliant.
like screamed the classroom down, and everyone just had to stop and listen. It was really, really awkward.
That sounds fun.
that's the story of my...
That's school highlights. School's best bits.
Yeah, it's the best bits from my series of school.
Mine's just like a tape that's been recorded over. It's just gone. Those memories are gone. I'm so old I've forgotten. So what happened?
Oh, did Xavier bite his nail so that it was sharp?
I'm not sure, did he?
I saw him put his hand to his mouth and then look shifty, like he was going to try and pop it with the nail.
But Xavier said he wasn't going to go after Marissa and Angie in case they evict him. And I thought, good. But then he's gone after Median as easy meat. Who could Median be? Kieran. I've put, what was he throwing at him? Xavier's foil grenade he had. So he balled up a bit of foot. I wouldn't have thought that would pop a balloon.
But those balloons, they're really big, so like they're really, really taut. So
I see.
As soon as anything impacts it, it'll pop.
Taut. Like a boob that's had been all stretched
like
out.
Leah's boobs.
Oh!
Do you know, so I watched Leah's eviction for Big Brother 7 on the Blagger live stream the other day.
Yeah.
Leah was saying she was like 34 in the house.
Come on.
She's
now.
like so older than
Come
that.
on.
Or 36, whatever it was.
Shut up.
No way.
Oh, a load of rubbish. Xavier got Sarah.
What is it? Xavier? No, sorry. What did Dan have? Dan had something that looked like glass, but I don't think it was. Maybe it was ice.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see that?
Ice?
I don't know if ice would pop it.
No, I don't think it would. No, I saw it, but I couldn't work out what it was.
Did you think that was Xavier's tinfoil strategy was better or worse than that of Mark O'Neill?
Oh, what did Mark O'Neill do?
Wrap his dick a frickin' tinfoil.
Frickin' tinfoil. Oh, memories. I watched some BB UK best bits. Did you see my video on YouTube?
No, I saw. Well, I
I'm
saw
not
it
on
existed,
YouTube, on
it.
Facebook. I watched best Big Brother UK arguments.
I saw a bit. I did watch a bit of it.
And I watched best first evictee, not first evictees, first week housemates. That was the best bit because one of them was Marco Pierre White Jr., which was brilliant. But it was like that was just brilliant. All the first week people like Bonnie and just all these random people. That was so good. Anyway, you can watch,
Penny was in there.
Watch that on our Facebook page, BB on Blast.
Was
No, Penny wasn't there. No, Shabazz was one of them.
Of course.
I saw that famous VT you mentioned. What he said.
Oh.
Introduce himself. I was like,
yeah,
whoa.
We can't repeat those words.
No, she shall not. Sophie popped her own balloon, kamikaze style.
I remember talking about it being kamikaze style.
And then Xavier did Hannah, but his balloon was broken during combat.
Oh yeah, Big Brother said that, didn't he?
Yeah. And then Xavier was in a self-proclaimed blaze of glory. And I've written, not exactly World War II, is it? Obviously not impressed. And then Angela, Marissa and Matt were the only housemates left. And Angela said it's more important to be with the other housemates than to eat nice food. I don't know what... That doesn't sound like something Angela would say.
No.
And then Matt got called to the diary room.
Yeah.
This was stupid.
I said this was a pointless mission.
Is it? Yeah, because the whole mission was to... Yeah, it contradicted the other mission. Or no, it was the same as the other mission. To pop the balloons.
You're right, actually. But he had a pin to help do it. But you had to pop two people's... in order to be able to invite someone of his choice to the meal.
Another meal. This is why I was getting confused, because it's like...
It's just all meals.
Meals. Anyway, yeah, so...
Meal deals. That could be a title there.
I've written...
meal deal, because that's what happened with the seafood meal.
Oh.
That's actually not a bad idea for a title.
Keep that on the back burner. I've put... I don't really get how this is a secret mission. And then Marissa's like, what's that you got in your pocket, Maddie?
That's
as he
quite a
came
good
over.
impression, actually.
Her face, like bulging eyes.
She thought he was going for her lips.
Yeah. I wonder what would have popped worse. And then Matt did them both at the same time.
They were sat outside in the garden sunbathing,
on
weren't
the
they?
couches, on the sun lounges or whatever. And then after he did them both, Marissa went, it's nominations tomorrow. I.e. threatening him. So then Matt took Dan with him to the dinner. So those two having dinner again.
Their ducks in a row.
Dinner again! Is that what they're having for dinner?
Ducks in a row. What did they have? It wasn't KFC.
I don't know.
Big Brother said to Angela, Angela, consider this a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You'll look great roughing it about the camping outside.
She didn't.
She's in that pink fluffy jumper, wasn't she?
Oh, I put hopefully the others would strategise against Dan and Matt while they're outside.
Did
bonding.
they? Don't think
No,
they did
they're
they?
too
Not that we saw it.
stupid to.
Big Brother's gone.
I know what they were eating now, a steak.
Oh yeah, they did get steak dinner. That looked pretty good. Oh yeah, the Big Brother said it was a home cooked meal.
Who was it cooked by? Big Brother?
Yeah. They
I've been in the oven. Oh no, I've been in the kitchen all afternoon. I've been in the oven all afternoon, looking out.
stick a fork in me. I'm done. Big Brother supplied camping gear.
Yeah.
And dehydrated and tinned food,
Oh, yeah.
they said. And Angela was so confused by all of the stuff that was provided by Big Brother. She was like, is that a blanket? And Kieran was like, no, it's a sleeping bag, Ange. And then Angela was eating corned beef for the first time while the boys had their steak and red wine.
Angela is me camping. That's exactly what I'm like camping. I fucking hate camping.
Nobody camps not in a tent.
No, that's true, yeah. Even being in a tent, it sucks. I hate camping so much.
I like it.
Ugh.
It's sometimes too cold at night, though.
Oh, it's just awful. Going to festivals and it just raining and raining, it's just...
You can't touch the sides because it comes in.
Oh, and it's all muddy.
Excuse me.
You have to go to the toilet in it. Oh.
What festival have you been to?
Loads of them. Glastonbury, Reading, yeah. Oh, it's just awful.
It was supposed to be Glastonbury as well, wasn't it, this week?
Yeah.
So the BBC showed a whole load of old Glastonbury
Yeah,
stuff.
it was supposed to be Glastonbury, it was supposed to be Wimbledon as well.
Oh.
Because I like Wimbledon.
And I said to Dan, would you like to go to Glastonbury? Like,
Yeah.
it's one thing that kind of on everyone's bucket list, isn't it? He was like, no. I've
No.
been to too many festivals, never again. It's like,
Glastonbury's
okay, fair
annoying as fuck. It's too big. It's too much
is
to
it?
walk around. I went one year and it was sunny and it was brilliant. I did magic mushrooms. It was really fun. And I went another year and it was pissing it down. And I went home before Morrissey came on. So
shit.
that tells
You
you
must
how
have
bad
hated
it
it.
was. I was fucking fuming. The mud was like up to my knees.
How do you get there? It's like
In
far.
a car. I was driving at that time.
Oh,
And on the way back, I was so tired. That's the only time I've ever had to pull over in my
So you don't
car
fall asleep
because
at
I
the
was
wheel.
so tired. I've never had to do that before. I had to pull over and have a sleep.
Surprised.
Fucking knackered. Just from not being able to sleep from the fucking mud and rain. It's awful. Awful. Watch it on TV. Much better. Dave, we should go to a nice day festival when we can.
Yeah.
Once Corona's over.
Yeah, go home
It's going to be a long
afterwards.
time. Yeah.
Nice shower.
Yeah.
In bed.
We're so old. So then what happened?
Matt and Daniel have the house to themselves. Matt said it's a great opportunity to have a. Do you remember
No.
the strat chat?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's good.
I love the way Aussies shorten everything.
Yeah, they do.
So lazy.
So they were discussing whether to go after Angie themselves or persuade someone else to do it.
Oh, okay.
Marissa, meanwhile, was fuming about Matt popping her balloon, but it wasn't his fault that he popped her balloon. That was his task by Big
Did
Brother.
he reveal that though?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know either.
And Marissa said, I'm not just going to follow along with them. So she did say. She did.
She's got some fight in her.
Yeah.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
we
he
should,
said.
Should we stand Marissa?
Should we?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't want to.
Desperate times we've got Stan Marissa, isn't it? Jesus, Queen Marissa.
Well, she's older. She's doing it for the older community.
Yeah, she's doing it for the
Aerobics sisters.
Zumba community.
Go on.
Yeah, I just had that. She said after he broke his nom's promise and popped my balloon, like they're the same thing. Matt and Daniel put on Angela and Marissa's clothes.
No, this is not okay.
Is this triggering for people that want to wear the other?
No, well, it might be, but that's not why I'm upset about it.
Is it because disrespectful of their belongings?
It's not just disrespectful. If a man puts on a woman's clothes,
Yeah.
generally, I'm speaking very generally here,
Yeah.
it stretches them out.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Aside
especially
from Dan,
leggings, especially
Angela compared to Dan.
that dress and those leggings, they'd be you'd never be able to wear those leggings again. They'd be
good
stretched
point.
out of shape, and I rather like those leggings that Marissa has.
They are quite nice.
Yeah.
Like the unicorns one.
Yeah, they're like a cool pattern. And I would be, if that was my clothes, I would be fucking going ape shit.
Cross dressing is a Big Brother staple, isn't it?
Yeah, if you've got the permission of the person whose clothes you're borrowing.
Did they enjoy it, Angela and Marissa?
I'm surprised there wasn't more fallout from that. No.
Probably there was, but we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is when the possum appeared in the flowers, and Angela said, "Do they fly?"
Some of them. This is from what you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do they fly? Imagine if it did. Fuck it up. This is what you say about them showing edited things in. I've seen that possum before that they showed, and that rat thing with the long nose.
Shots before.
Yeah, that weren't there then.
No, but the one in the flowers probably was.
Mutated
Big
rat.
Brother put it there in the flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably dropped out that black curtain. Have you seen that?
Opening the cage. What black curtain?
I'll come back to that later then.
Oh.
I can do it now if you want.
No, do it now because you might forget.
You know, they teased the shutdown at the end.
Oh,
Did you notice in the garden they haven't got mirrors? They've just got black curtains.
Oh, no, I didn't notice
Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, they've basically got like 2 sheets of black material.
Yeah.
And the camera pokes between them.
Oh, so they can see the camera?
Yeah, they can see the camera. And the camera person seems to be wearing like black gloves and like similar material to the curtains, so they're like camouflage.
Like a mime.
It's so low budget. Like a mime, yeah.
So shit.
So probably someone just dropped a possum through the curtain.
And them possums are really strange.
Angela goes, "This is unacceptable, eh?" She goes, "Anything that doesn't speak English, I don't trust."
That could be a bit dodgy.
She goes, "Big brother, can you look over us tonight? Anything can kill you out here. I've got a husband and kids to go back to."
I've written here, the other housemates won't be fresh for the challenge, but Dan and Matt will be. So I was thinking about
is Dan going to be unhappy about... Matt going to be unhappy about that this time?
No,
I was just using my legs to chase Chad around all day. It's day 25 next.
Angie was in a bad mood with Matt about camping. I've put, it's kind of not fair because Big Brother put him up to it, but they're also ruining Angie's game by making her angry. Because a lot of people who nominate...
angry now. They've used that clip a few times as well.
Yeah, and a lot of people who nominated her were saying she was being really spoilt during the camping task and she was being really annoying. So it kind of, you know, she was blowing up her own game there as well.
Big Brother.
Why'd you do it, Big Brother?
Ange said, "Why do they say happy campers? Because this is not happy. There's nothing happy about this. This is not my life."
It is for the moment. Chad was started complaining about Angie, and Sarah said her voice is irritating me this morning. That's what I thought as well. Just a gasp. And then Sophie said, I don't know if it's too soon to put Angie up though. So they were sort of having this conversation about Angie. Meanwhile, on the other side of the door, Marissa was listening in.
Yeah, was that through the hole in the wall?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But Marissa didn't really tell Angie that much, I thought, about it. So it was Sophie, Chad, Sarah and Matt who were slagging off at Angie.
Did she... I said that she did tell Angie. I don't know how much she
told her. She did tell her, but she didn't tell her that much. She just went, I think they're plotting against you. But she didn't say, I actually heard blah, blah, blah say blah.
Oh, really?
No.
Angela went to the diary room and she kicked off. She went, "Are you kidding me? I'm furious. I need to have a conversation with Sophie. I need to find out what's going on." So Marissa must have said Sophie was part of that.
Yeah, she must have.
Nobody talks about Queen Angelicious behind my back.
They do. Including us.
Oh, yeah, actually, Angela then took Sophie aside to sit her down at her office. I mean, the dining table.
The way Angie spoke to Sophie then. She's like,
Like a
Sophie,
child.
Sit down there.
Yeah.
And Jack was like, no, I wouldn't have that.
She said, "What up, bitch?" Didn't she?
Oh, yeah. I've written, did Angie say, what up, bitch?
She did. She actually did.
And then Sophie was just like, nobody's telling me anything. Just like trying to just get out of it.
And Angie's like, so if you did win, who would your 3 people be in your mind be?
Yeah.
And she went, I don't have a mind.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I could believe. And she said she didn't have anything.
I've written Sophie is a bad liar. Sophie was just so under the cosh there. She was just like, and then have you got what Angie said?
"I'll never stab you in the back. I want to stab you in the heart because I want to make sure you're dead." Is that right?
Yeah, exactly that. Also, just before that conversation, Angie had a cup of tea and it looked like she put about 4 sugars in it, I noticed.
She put so much milk in her tea as well. She thinks she knows tea, but she murders it.
I've written here, is this Angie's swan song?
Yeah.
So the challenge began.
Need I remind you that this is the episode I got spoiled on?
Serious?
What a time to get spoiled.
What a time to be not alive.
No, exactly.
Oh, that sucks. How'd you get spoiled? What was it?
Push notification.
From who? Which account, though?
Being Big Brother or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's an Australian account, I
Yeah,
think.
and it said...
Look at this spot on my nose.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
It said.
Yeah, I know.
It said.
Look, it's an audio podcast.
Like, there goes. Do you want me to describe this? What?
No, I do not.
Like, it's an audio. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I get what you're saying. It said, like, there goes Big Brother's ratings or something.
Oh,
so,
that
like,
was it. Yeah, walking out the door.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, there you go.
Angie with her suitcase. Yeah.
And it was like, this fucking... I don't know if it's the same on your... If we see the same thing. We might have different settings in the account. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm
like
clever and you're not.
It's like from your network or something, and it puts a star on it at the top. So I told you, like, don't open blast.
You need to turn those push notifications off. I don't know how many times I need to fucking tell you. Turn them off. But the way I have my Twitter, it's quite good because you don't have the push notifications, but you have the, you know, these people have tweeted. You can click on it to see.
Okay.
You know, they're your favourites.
Yeah.
So I go into their account and click on that thing.
What, it's muted?
No, that's notifications.
Oh.
So anyone you particularly like, go in and click on that, and then you can see them, but they don't come up until you actually click on it.
Okay.
Sorry, that probably didn't work on the audio podcast. It's good for you. Fucking hell.
And the good of the podcast in the future.
What is it? I'll explain it to you if you need my help with it, listeners.
And me. Yeah, I changed a few settings.
Yeah, oh good. That's a shame.
And I muted all the BBAU hashtags.
Yeah, that's good. I've muted all that.
Too little too late. But anyway.
Yeah, you played yourself.
Played yourself.
To be fair, it was quite obvious Angela was going to go from this episode, especially during the
since
eviction.
she's come back, she was on the
borrowed
way out,
time.
wasn't she? Yeah,
on borrowed time. And she's lasted a lot longer than I thought we'd have her back for.
Definitely. I mean, Big Brother's given us more Angela than we deserved.
Correct. So then this challenge was holding a cylinder up with your foot. Oh yeah, the 2 feet and the 1 feet, and the cylinder was like there.
Yes.
And Angie said, I think this is our challenge to Marissa. And I actually kind of thought it was too. All the men were struggling, weren't they?
Yeah, I really... So, obviously I knew Angela was going.
Oh, yeah.
But for you watching this, did you think this is one Angela could win?
Yeah, 100%.
I would have felt the same.
Yeah, and all
especially
the men
she
were
hung
like...
in there till really far.
And all the short people seemed to be doing quite well as well. Like Sarah was doing well.
Yeah, but they weren't calibrated individually again, were they? They're all the same.
God, the calibration fucking pedant. No, they weren't. But that was good because Dan was really struggling because his legs are too long.
Remember Marissa tried to lie back and fell off the fucking
chair
backwards.
I was just trying something else.
Yeah.
Falling off. But before that she went to the boys. You should be doing your legs. This is why you're not doing it because you're not working on your legs.
She did say that.
Skipping leg day.
Sometimes you're quite good at getting the Australian accent. Like life and legs.
Marissa might be my new impression.
Wow.
Then there was the whole Angela doing the mind thing.
Oh, you're doing the mind thing, Ange?
It's not a cheat. It's not a cheat code.
Chad thinks he can do the mind thing.
Nah,
with
can't.
With what?
He can't do the mind thing.
I was on Hat Watch. Did you notice Angela's hat?
Did it say boy on it?
No, Xavier wears the boy hat.
Oh, what do
Angela said savages, which is also what she called the housemates. She said, put my hand out so the savages can eat from my hand.
Oh yeah, Angela was getting too hot, wasn't she? She said, this heat is killing me. And I was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no, hold on, Angela.
Did you... when you can't hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Did you not notice Kieran's hat?
No.
I thought you'd notice that.
Go
It says Gazman on it.
Did it?
Yeah. Gazman Australia. So that sounds like a nice brand.
Oh.
And then Sarah looked like she was out for an afternoon at Wimbledon with like some sort of like umpire hat on.
Oh, I like this fashion section. I put Xavier as dripping with sweat. Did you note that? Did you note that down? No, I was on Sweat Watch.
Should have worn his boy hat. Oh no, he was wearing his boy hat.
Big Brother said,
Sweat Watch.
Xavier is shaking like a leaf.
Life.
I've put I'm worried Angela is cocky here. Will Angela make it 3 nomination wins? And Angela went, you never know.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Do you remember Big Brother basically made it harder following?
Yeah, that's
Marissa's
put both
exit?
feet up, wasn't it? At the same time.
That was it. You couldn't put them down.
Yeah,
That's
and that
like
was
really
when
hard.
Angela come unstuck because she took 1 foot off, didn't she?
She slipped.
Go on.
This is where my tattoo of the week came
Oh,
from.
come on.
Gaz's tattoo of the week. Make peace with your pain. That's what Dan said.
Nice.
Make peace with your pain. Make peace with your pain.
Nice.
Good tattoo, that, isn't it?
Yeah, make peace with your pain. Where would you have that?
Probably across my shoulders.
Oh.
The back of the top lower neck.
Oh.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, shoulder to shoulder. Yeah. Perfect.
Draped like your star decorations across the window.
Which have been up since Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, I just never took them down.
Oh,
They were nice. Matt is such a sore loser, I've written.
He left at like 1 hour 15.
He's like, bah! Every time he leaves, he's like, bah! It's like, grow up.
When Angela took that foot off and was eliminated, Big Brother said, "Well done, big effort."
Oh, Big Brother giving you a little pat on the back there. So then it was sad music. She knows she's a goner. That was about Angie. And then it was Dan, Sophie, and Sarah left. Dan winked at Sophie and asked her who she'd nominate, and she said Angela and Kieran.
And he said, "Leave me out of it,
Yeah.
and I'll drop."
He was obviously about to drop anyway, so she should have just ignored him. It's annoying. And I thought, is she going to really nominate Angela and Kieran? And then, sure enough, she did.
Foolishly, really, because she's on the outside of the Alpha Alliance.
But you had your hopes up when she went to the diary, because she said, "I feel like I can do this without anyone's influence." Like,
Yeah.
it's really.
I've actually written this in brackets apart from Dan's.
Yeah. And then Big Brother said, "Really? Think about this decision." Like, Big Brother's like, don't pick Angela, for fuck's sake.
Big Brother's on the mic like, "Really? Think about this decision."
Yeah.
Releases it. Can we open up the bunker again?
Yeah. And then she nominated Angela. Kieran, do you know her reason for nominating Kieran?
I don't know where he stands,
No.
and I don't want to fall victim to the Kieran train. Did she say that? Kieran
No.
bus.
Well, she might have said that, but I've got something else.
What'd she say?
He could wipe me out in a second if he wanted to.
What is that about?
What?
Yeah. How?
And she nominated Casey.
Because I need Ange out, and nobody's going to vote Casey out.
Why not? Casey's fucking
I
horrible.
don't know, apparently they like her in there.
I don't know why. She's fucking
Sour,
gross
isn't
and
she?
horrible and constipated. And then someone said, "Let's make it happen." I don't know who that was. I've written down, "Let's make it happen."
Daniel said, "Well done, make sure it happens your end."
Oh.
What does that mean?
Getting Angie
I
out?
suppose so, but like Sophie... Oh, your end, so Sophie and
Oh,
Chad.
the other side, yeah.
I see.
So then Angela asked Sophie why she put her up.
She took her back into her office.
Yeah, second tell-off of the day. And then Sophie said she's...
What up, bitch?
So, yeah, times two. Sophie said she's an elite athlete.
I was like, what?
And-
Is she? And Dan said she's a gymnast, apparently.
Yeah, she was in the Olympics or something.
No, she was
yeah.
training, but
Oh,
broke her back or something.
oh, that was it. Still. And she said she's an elite athlete and even she's scared of Angie as a player.
Yeah, she basically said she couldn't understand how Angela can win physical challenges and she can't.
Do you think this scared of Angie thing is, scared
a poor
of
narrative.
is scared of the black person? Do you think I'm reading too much into that?
Yes,
That's something I've written
because
down. People do use
let's
that
be honest,
terminology.
rightly so, given Angie's performance in those two
Yeah,
endurance
that's fair,
competitions,
that's fair.
anyone should be threatened by Angela in this game.
That's fair.
And actually, we wanted to say because she's good entertainment, but actually voting her out is one of the most sensible things
That's true.
any of these housemates that can't compete with that probably could do, apart from I feel that the other side should have brought Angela on board to carry them further forward.
Yeah, they should
Which, unfortunately,
they
I
were
just
too
feel like...
stupid to do.
Yeah, but they're not familiar with the strategic game
No.
in Australia, and I don't think they know how to play it yet. And maybe it's something that will mature over the next few years.
That's true. Yeah, they need to go to gameplay school.
Exactly.
I hear Taryn and Australian Andrew are running a course. Such a bitch. Anyway, Angie was saying she doesn't have the strongest alliance, and I've written because she flipped alliances. And then Angie said she wanted to go after Casey. She said she's just riding a wave. What does she do all day? She's always tanning.
Oh, yeah. She's so, knives out for
Annoyed
Casey's
about the tanning,
yeah.
God.
Angela said to Kieran, if you have that mentality, he was obviously doing the whole dead man walking thing, nobody's going to vote for her. Oh, for Does that mean who was else on the block again?
Angie, Kieran, and Casey.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one will vote for Casey. He must have been saying that.
Yeah.
She said, if you have that mentality, nobody's going to vote for her. That's how you dig your own hole. And then Kieran suddenly, was kind of motivated by that conversation. Do you remember? And he started to work out the numbers. And I was like, okay, this is the hope section.
Okay.
Even though I knew what was happening.
The false hope section.
Yeah, the false hope section. He's like, they needed 3 other people, so they realised they needed to convert Sarah, Chad and Hannah to be voting with them.
I put Angie is fighting like hell to save herself. She said to Chad, Casey would have those 3 boys' backs before she has you, which was very accurate.
It's true.
And Chad said, we got to start chopping down some big dogs. And I've written, unfortunately, Angela is the big dog.
Do you know what, though? I think the flaw in Angie's game is she was quite good at changing people's minds about who was the biggest threat and stuff. But what she didn't play up enough was how she could offer them a step forward in the game. So she should have started promising protection. Even if she ended up going back on it in the end. Like you say, if I win the next competition, you're safe with me. And she never really used those words.
No, you never really hear anyone say that on Big Brother Australia. No. Like doing a deal for an eviction or two. Yeah, that's true. Well, they can't really do a final 2 on Australia because it's a public vote at the end, isn't it? So I guess they can only go so far amongst themselves. But yeah, no, it's a very good point. Casey said, I've just woke up with a very bad gut feeling that it's me who's going to go.
Oh yeah, and was it Shane said you just know when it's your time?
And so, unfortunately, that was just a bad guts rearing their ugly head again and she didn't go. I put about this section, I think this is genuine flim-flam. Angie is going 100%, so I wasn't convinced by the...
Okay, fair enough.
Also, your text, when you texted me, oh, I've been spoiled, didn't you?
Yeah.
And just something in the back of my head just thought, it's got to be Angie.
Time.
I thought it's got to be. Cause I thought,
I'll be upset if I was spoiled regardless
of but just something in my back of my head, I just thought, it's Ange. It's Ange. Ange, it's got to be Ange.
Dan said about my Dan. This is what Dan said about Angie. She needs the dum dums for the num nums.
Yeah, she needs the num nums for the nom noms.
And Casey will be gone.
That's true. Yeah, she didn't think of that. So is this the eviction now?
Yeah, Matt was leering over Sonia. Do you remember?
No.
So, I can't remember what he said. He made a comment about, "Oh, how are you doing, Matt?" And he was like, "Oh, not as good as you." Or something like that.
Creepy.
Who said it's like a prison yard? There's a lot of shanking.
Oh, I don't know.
Casey, I think.
I was busy concentrating on the fashions here.
Oh yeah, what's Sonia wearing?
I don't know, but I've got Sarah's high pony looks good, and Sophie's red lipstick. I was a fan of.
You like a red lip?
Hannah's red lipstick was really nice yesterday as well.
Hannah is well presented housemate.
Well presented.
She is. She always looks good.
She's not got a good personality though. Anyway, go on.
Sonia said, Angela, I thought you and Matt were friends. And Angela said, we were until yesterday. And Sonia said, he's nominated you and he's popped your balloon. Up the balloons again.
Rubbing it in. And then we had the blue room and the pink room.
Yeah, I noticed that room was blue. Had you?
No.
Purple.
This is like
but it looks the same.
This is like a Big Brother UK thing, isn't it? The blue and the pink. And the different bedrooms at all.
And we've seen it in Canada happen a lot as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Bedroom. Yeah, the different room alliances.
It does make a difference. It does.
Of course it does, because you scheme with those people in the early hours.
Yeah, better watch that hole. Block that hole up before you start. Stick a pillow in there or two.
Block it up with possums. Hope for the best.
Shit. Angela said, if I go, the pink room better win next week, because Chad is out. Once Chad is gone, Sophie will just eliminate herself.
Ouch.
Because this is an alliance of 4. Casey, Xavier, Chad and Matt.
No, Chad ain't with them.
Maybe I wrote it down
wrong.
Casey, Xavier, Dan and Matt.
Yeah, Chad. And then Chad got kind of touchy with Angela, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did. He said she was aligned with too many people.
She's lied. Oh, I've written she's lied to too many people. But
I thought you said aligned with.
It's the same difference. I doubt if Chad knows the word aligned, let's be real.
And then Angela goes, this is actually the most I've heard Chad talk.
Ouch! Ouch! That was so funny. And then Angela said, "Do you want someone to earn the 250k?" Well,
I like this logic, but we do. As a viewer, we do. They'd rather just get it by not working hard, I suppose, as a housemate. Yeah, would you rather the person who's worked the hardest or the safest to win? I didn't come here to play safe. I want to hear people who've earned or played the game. Was what she said.
About
Casey was like, she called her out for not playing. Casey goes, "It's just ball dust." Can you do Casey?
It's just, what did she say? Ball dust?
Ball dust.
It's just ball dust. Screw you, man. How dare you? That's so rude. Oh, that's good.
She got really
yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
And I think, what's Sonia doing at this during this time? Just
it's so rude. How dare you? What? Stating the obvious that you are fucking sat there tanning, and also you do look like a bulldog tuna wash.
Angela goes, "If I want to talk about a tan, I know I'll come to you."
And then Dan said, "Why are you taking shots at people?" And I did think, well,
good point.
He's right. Why the fuck? I thought Angela just knew she was going and was just going to fucking just blurt everyone.
You probably do know from the talk in the house at that point.
Yeah, I think she just wanted to go out with a bang, to be honest.
But then, you never know, like, didn't Xavier make the comment that switched the vote the other day in the nominations room?
Oh, yeah.
Against who? I couldn't tell you.
There's a vague memory of something.
She said, Angela said, make moves, make bold moves, try to break up alliances. You never know how far you may go if you just engage your brain.
Dum-dums. She should have said dum-dums at the end. I've put Marissa knows Angie is going. They didn't, for the eviction vote, they didn't really show anyone, did they?
No, they didn't. Didn't it come out really obvious? That's why.
Yeah, very. Kieran got no votes. Casey got 1 vote, which was from Angela.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And Angela got the rest of the votes.
Even Marissa.
What do you think about that? Don't say it.
I've got something, but I think I've got another recording of this, actually.
Okay.
It might be the full nomination, but I don't know if there's any point in listening to that. She said... Marissa said, "You've got to cut it short. She's upset a lot of people in the house and I've got to live with them." I obviously think you need to be loyal to your ride or die. Mm-hmm. You'd agree, right?
Of course! Fucking sheep vote. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but
you're dead to me, Marissa.
Angela was actually surprisingly okay with it.
I know. Angela's very gracious as she leaves, not on the eviction couches.
Pushing that case along the floor
again.
They're not like Big Brother issued cases. Have you noticed that?
Oh no, it's
just
their own crap. Yeah, because that idiot, sorry, that sweet boy. What was his name? Brought his rucksack with him. Just used to calling everyone idiots. Ian. Although I did go off him, but he was quite sweet.
Do you want all the reasons?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No, that's all right.
We know the reason, don't we? Racist. Were you happy to see 10 white people in the final 10?
Wow, you're right. That's it. Everyone's white now. No, I'd like to see.
Imagine if you'd gone, yeah, happy with that.
I'd like to,
delighted, actually.
Do you know, I wouldn't mind if they were more interesting people.
Yeah, good point.
Like, if their personalities were going to carry the show, fine. But like, it's not very interesting now. Although, actually, the next episode was quite good.
To be honest, I think the next show didn't suffer as much as I thought it would without Angela in it, because it's a tight format. As I said before, the format is so good that it almost doesn't matter who the people are.
Yeah,
but it would,
surprisingly.
But if it had the people and the format, it would be even better, which we strive for.
Do you know what I'd like to see? Like last week, maybe they bring like Alan back. He can't win. Like Jonathan Tickle. Jonathan Tickle. John Tickle type thing. Just come back.
Just for some fun.
Just shit them up a bit.
Yeah.
Pretend that he can win. But he can't.
That's a good idea.
Maybe Angela as well.
That's a good idea.
Maybe Sabong.
Yeah, why not?
And Laura.
All the minority.
Not Danny. Not Zoe.
No.
Talia would be good to come back though.
Definitely not Zoe. Yeah.
Talia would have some shit to say.
Yeah. Talia was actually a good character. She's just absolute cunt. and do you know what Angela said in her taxi ride off?
No.
She said her secret to success was having a cup of tea before every challenge.
Oh, she did say that, didn't she? Actually, do you know what? I think I recorded not the nominations, but Angela's full exit interview.
Oh, God.
Do you want that?
Yeah.
I thought you might want that.
That would be better.
Let's have a listen.
Housemates, Big Brother is ready.
Oh.
It's time to evict.
It's the wrong thing.
Angela, to the diary room.
Is it at the end or something?
I'd like to evict Casey only because
difficult, the whole thing.
I don't do safe vote. So everybody is going to save her tonight because she's safe.
Well,
That's
pause
not a
this.
very good reason to put her in the house. I don't feel safe, so why should she? Even though I know she's not going anywhere.
That's not it. That's the vote. This is Angela's exit interview.
I went out guns blazing. I set the house on fire, and I'm really proud of what I did. Of course, I had to expose all the alliances and what's going on behind the scenes. And by that, I was protecting Marissa and Kieran moving forward. I want the people that have done the hard yards to win at the end. Everybody voted for me in the house, including my best friend Marissa. Very smart because, of course, if she didn't vote for me, then everybody would have been against her. So good on her. I would have done the same thing. Yeah. Yes, I want Marissa to win Big Brother 2020 because she's smart. She's different. She's older, and she's a threat. She's been a physical threat from the beginning, and hopefully till the
It'd be
end.
nice to have an older woman.
Big Brother is one crazy game. It's like you're in a bubble with lots of personalities, different people, like I've come to realize are very, very different. We're all intelligent in our own ways. Everybody there was playing a game but differently. So it's something I can't describe, but very good experience. I've enjoyed it 100%. As a housemate, I'd like people to remember me as a smart player, you don't always have to go to the gym to be, to go out in challenges. No, you put your mind to something, you can do anything you put your mind to. So just remember me as, a smart player. That is all.
Remember me this day. Well, that was interesting. That was worth listening to.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was worth listening
Short.
to. Is that,
to the point.
is that the taxi interview, just a
Yeah,
longer version?
yeah.
So them just rambling on in a taxi. They don't really get a proper interview, do they?
They do.
Joseph messaged me about, is it some sideshow type thing
I
that they
Spy.
have? I Spy, that's it.
They get them on a Zoom
Yeah,
call.
he said Angela was on there, but I don't know if we're that bothered, are we?
I will watch it.
Yeah, I said I wasn't that bothered, but I said you might watch it.
I will watch it, but it wouldn't load when I tried to watch it, so I'm coming back to it.
Okie doke. Do you want to have a break?
But I felt the same about Marissa turning on Angela. It was pointless in the last moment. Like you say, they know that she was aligned with her. She's not part of that alliance. It doesn't change that.
No, it changes
the argument
nothing.
of I've got to live with them. It changes nothing.
Better to be loyal. Better to show that you're a loyal player.
I think so, but my Dan thought otherwise.
Guys, we've seen this time and time again in BBUS. The sheep vote, sheep vote, sheep vote, sheep vote. No one wants to see a sheep vote. No one likes a sheep vote. If you do a sheep vote, people are going to hate you. The end. What's your Dan know about it? What's he say about it?
It was actually on the end of the noms thing, and we recorded something, but I can't remember. Do you want me to go for it?
Yeah, if you want.
Let's see.
Well, I don't want to hear all them noms, though.
No, you won't get all those noms. Noms.
They are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh, dear. I'll just fill in, don't you worry. Oh, no. What are you playing there? Something personal? Oh. Here we go.
It's the end of that vote.
I'm going to ask you about this. Do you think Marissa had to vote Ange out tonight? She shouldn't have done, in my opinion.
Okay. Unfortunately, baby, I disagree with you. I think the smartest thing for her to do was to vote Angela out because, if Casey gets another vote, it's going to be very obvious where it came from.
Yeah, but so what? They all know
Yeah.
that her loyalty
He's
is
going with
with
his brain.
Angela.
No, that's very true. But
How does that help Marissa in the long run?
Okay,
she
so-
just stuck a knife in her friend.
okay, that's true. But I think in the long run, it helps her because, no.
What I might add is we watched these
Touchy.
ridiculous hour, and I'm absolutely knackered at this point.
No one else has reason to think Marissa's trying to get them out, so any potential target on Marissa's back is taken off. And then secondly, it's probably better for Angie's like well-being in the house because like socially she's fucked it because like Casey doesn't do anything, and that means she doesn't do anything to anyone, so no one has like a reason to dislike her, and she's just like this quiet girl with the rainbow tattoo that like tags in the garden, so people will just like read it as Angela's attacking this poor defenseless Casey for no reason.
Casey's a bit rough.
She's rough.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, I don't know, like, just sawdust, isn't she? Bulldust, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is bulldust? Anyway, do you know what I've noticed, actually? Like, these people always just say, like, the wrong word, like, it's always just, they always just fuck it up right at the end. What did Chad say earlier? Like, oh yeah, it's time to take a chop at the big, and then he said dogs instead of logs, and I'm like, are you actually stupid? Well, yeah, Chad is actually
you wanted
stupid.
To say chop the big logs.
Why would you not say that?
It's dogs,
the
not
big dogs in
logs.
the game.
Yeah, but
That's
when you
getting
chop
wrong.
something,
Well, I think chop is probably the wrong word.
I just think Chad's
Take a
probably...
shot at the big dogs, probably.
Okay, there we go, that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like Chad only learnt to speak, like, when he was 14 or something. Like, he's just still not...
Raised by possums, maybe. They can't speak English.
I'm sad Angela's gone, though.
Yeah, you saw it coming, didn't you? So it wasn't like a sort of extreme reaction when the axe fell.
No, I didn't see it coming. That's the problem. I didn't see it coming until she started running her mouth, and that is always where she fucks up. Like, she just starts running her mouth, and she doesn't have any tact, so, like, she can get people on side, she can play the game, she's got, like, the mental advantage that they keep talking about, or whatever the fuck it is. But, yeah, like, actually, when it comes to, like... defending herself and getting her points across in a civil manner, she can't do it. She just like
she only knows how to make good TV, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's it. Like she just says all this outrageous shit, and it's just like, hun,
rein it in.
Shut your mouth, innit? Yeah, like
what you said to Sabong weeks ago. Angela was telling him to rein it in because he was talking too much for a big game.
Yeah, it's true. But I don't even think she was talking too much for a big game. She was just talking too much. She was just making like. She was just creating too much attention and buzz around herself, and then... Like, it's just not good. You just gotta, like, humble yourself, be all meek and mild, and, like...
I don't agree with that.
You know, like, you should have done your work in the scramble. There's no need to, like, get into the eviction room and start, like... fighting and pulling out the big... Like, there's no need for the special attacks.
The eviction room's the place to, what did she say, come clean or something?
Yeah, that's it, like, that wasn't coming
It's the dining room where you do that, isn't it?
Yeah, or like, in the scramble, just like, she was doing so well in the scramble, like, she properly, like, convinced all the dum-dums. And then, yeah.
Well, she didn't do enough, clearly. I don't think she did enough. I think Matt in the diary room saying, oh, you know, Angela's just done this, I was fine with her, but what she just said in that room has, like, changed my mind.
Oh, what a load of
bollocks.
bollocks.
I think that's bollocks.
Did Matt say that as well? I thought it was just
I
Dan.
think he used those sort of lines. Matt said, oh, I was fine with Angela, but what she just said is just...
Oh, what, during that?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I was on Twitter, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, so I think, like, I think that in the scramble she was doing really well. I think she had done enough. And, okay, I hadn't seen what the other housemates had done, but Angela had definitely, Angela definitely said the right things to the right people to, like, she'd done enough.
Yeah.
And then she went into the diary room and just, like, not only undid it, but, like, did it into minus figures, like...
Yeah.
Oh,
not wrong.
fuck me. And, like, she's no, go on.
She was like the Energizer Bunny, wasn't she?
She was so funny. But, yeah, like, I think she's done I think she's done so much that not only has it gone into negative figures, that she's actually, like, reversed her prediction... And Chad will make it through, and as will Sophie, they will sail through the next 2 weeks, because it's just, like... I mean, there's all guns blazing, and, like, my girl bought a fucking AK and a cannon, like, Jesus, Angela. Wow.
You've been quite enjoying Big Brother Australia up to this point, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. It's fun.
Are you going to come back and watch it with me tomorrow, even though Angela's not there?
I don't know if I want to watch it without Angela.
You and everyone else. That concludes that bit of the podcast.
Hey, buy Lindsay's book. It's really good. I read it. I promise. Like, yeah, cool. Buy it. First Aid Kit Girl by Lindsay Rose. Available on Amazon.
Free advertising! Did you make him do that?
No, I actually cut him off because I was like, "You're talking for too long."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Wait," and then I was like, "Okay, I'll resume it." And that's when he wanted to plug your book.
Love you, Dan. Someone's read my book round here. So did he watch it the next day? That's what I'm curious about. I
In fact,
did.
He asked me if we could watch it.
Did
so
he?
could come back for it.
Turncoat. Do you want to carry on or you want to break?
Let's have a break for the next.
Okay.
We'll go into the next episode.
Stretch our legs. The next episode. We're back.
The final episode of the week.
Now, be careful. There's some coarse language coming up.
Is there?
Not on the podcast, just in Big Brother Australia.
Oh.
That's what it said at the start. Some coarse language.
Oh, like a warning.
Yeah, but they've been saying shit and stuff for ages. Is that cool?
Do they say shit at like 7:30?
Yeah, I know.
It's a bit like Ireland. I think
Like
the
piss
standards
as well.
are different. Like in Ireland, swearing is really normal. So there's no like watershed where they start saying it afterwards.
Oh,
There
really?
probably is, but like you hear it like quite early. You know,
They ain't
like,
saying the C word on CBeebies, are they?
no. Don't they say like feck?
Oh, yeah. Instead of fuck.
Yeah, and I think it's not as like severe.
No, it's not as taboo. My friend, who's got a 6-year-old, she thinks it's funny when we accidentally swear in front of her.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh no, don't say that. That's a really bad word. And she says, my friend says, but it's just a word.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting because normally your parents are like, oh my god, it's so bad.
But I think the argument is if you say like, oh my god, don't say that, it makes it bigger than it is.
Exactly.
And then the child knows it's something and
also every
weaponises it.
grown up swears, so it's just.
Do you know, I find it really hard to not swear. Like
I do too.
Like in a professional setting, because it's just part of the way I talk.
I swear all the time at work.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a job anymore.
Yes, you do.
I swear in front of kids though, and I don't mean to. And then I'm like, ooh, and then like Matilda laughs, and then I'm like, oh. It's like
You have to actually meet beneficiaries, or
no, like my friends' kids, not
oh
kids at work.
right.
Thankfully. Oh my god, no!
Why
I
are the
wouldn't.
kids at work?
No, I wouldn't do that. Somehow I'd be able to not do it because you can not do it. You can like not do it in a job interview, not swear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
Well, can you? Like, I'm wondering, have I sworn in a job interview properly?
I have sworn in a job interview as well. I wonder why I didn't get that job. Like when I mentioned Jedward in my job interview once.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't remember in what context. And then I just thought...
So
I remember coming out and just texting my friend Lee and be like, I mentioned Jedward, and he was like, you're not going to get that job.
Jen would have got a lot to answer
Oh, I do. But at least they're supporting Black Lives Matter, so...
Oh, yeah, from the
not all bad.
sidelines, on the balcony.
Black Lives Matter! Oh, God. Anyway, everyone was bragging about being in the top 10.
It was, do you know, it's day 26. That's not very long into the experience.
How long is actually left of this
I
show?
don't know. Well, if there's 10 left, and there's been 10 already,
Isn't it 7 weeks?
it's going to do double that, is it?
How many weeks we've been
40
watching?
days, 40 odd days.
This is our 4th podcast. There's probably 3 left.
Is that all?
I think so. Is
Jesus.
it? I don't know. Well, something like that.
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Um,
If you do know when the final is, tweet us at BB on Bus, let us know.
so BB said, who wins, you decide. And I said, I decide Angela. Which is not really going to work. And I'm sick of looking at Dan's face. Oh, and then we have this biggest load of bullshit ever.
As a Zoom call.
What the fuck?
Wait, can I just say before that?
Yes.
It was Kieran, like,
Picking his
celebrating,
nose,
still
eating
being there, and he was bigging himself up in the diary room, and he said the strategical
Oh,
mastermind
God.
that everyone underplays and everyone doesn't think will go far, but actually does. And then my dad was like, he's going to go, isn't he? And it did feel that way, like he's setting himself up.
I actually thought he was going to go this
for
episode
a fall,
too.
yeah. And then I've written the coming up, like the preview of the episode, was actually quite exciting. I remember watching it and being like, oh, so you can edit dull people to be exciting in a format like this.
You can if you have a whole week's worth of Big Brother in one day, I reckon.
You go on, Daniel and his girlfriend.
Oh, so yeah, Dan gets called to... I know, first he was going on about his girlfriend, so they obviously spliced that bit in. It wasn't with his girlfriend, they split up, but then he realised, like...
It's the woman who he's hoping to rekindle his relationship with. They didn't even say
I
relationship.
thought he
did
was
they?
having it off with Talia.
Oh, good point. Well,
Just saying.
sign a contract.
She was trying
can't
to.
go too far.
She
with
was
that.
trying to, but he wasn't that interested, was he?
Oh, really?
Oh, really? So anyway...
Well, he was going up to Hannah
Oh, was he?
when she was in the cage, right?
Oh,
With his
yeah.
armpits up in the air.
Oh, yeah. A sure sign of flirtation. So, for some reason, Big Brother decided to put his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever the hell she
On
is.
the fucking wall.
Why is that wall
Size
so
of a
big?
wall.
Imagine seeing your face on the size of that wall.
Horrible.
It'd be awful. It's like something out of a horror
I'd
film.
like to see Jackie's dog on it though.
Yeah, that would be good. So then, hold on.
Big Brother said before you came here, what happened with Anna? And I've written, who cares?
Yeah, I put, reading between the lines, he treated her like crap and now he's regretting it.
Or maybe cheated on her. He said
Yeah.
he made a dumb decision.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh, we'll leave you two to talk. And, oh, King Dan, he can go and talk to his girlfriend for no reason.
Yeah.
And no one else
He
gets
didn't even
anything.
earn it.
No, that was just pure favouritism.
Yeah.
Is what that was.
I said the only thing I appreciate about Dan's Zoom call is the technology. The fact that she could actually see him and he could see her, I thought was quite impressive.
Could she see him?
Yeah.
How do
She
we know?
said, you look so gorgeous or something.
Oh, right.
She said that.
Could she not have just been talking about in general?
No, she could definitely see him.
Are you sure she
There was
could
a
see him though? The reason I'm asking is because she said, you look so gorgeous. And he isn't.
So basically, he was sat on the edge of the sofa in front of the big wall screen, and there was a camera like trained on him just in the corner. I guess it was that camera that she was watching from. I guess.
Our friend Rowan said Dan is hot. She fancies him.
Dispute.
Oh,
I mean, actually,
I don't need to. He's gross.
I do think that physically, his body is changing when he's been in the house. I think he actually has got more muscular in the house because they're maybe working out a lot, or he's like shredded whatever fat he had before he went in. So like he's more defined than he was, I think. Because I've seen, obviously, we saw him in like the dollar bill speedos a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And he put those back on again. And he looked better in them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I hadn't examined him in that much detail. I think he's gross and I think he's ugly.
He looks very Australian to me.
Yeah, he does that big old nose and everything. It's true. Australian men do have a very specific look about them. Don't you think?
You say that, but they don't all look the same.
No, but there's a singer in a band that I like that's Australian. He looks just like Dan. So they don't all, but there is that type of Australian man who looks like that. So then Hannah agreed with what Angela said last night about Matt, Dan and Xavier having the votes. I put, it's too late now.
Same. I said you should have done this while Angela was in there.
Yeah.
Hannah said, I know you want Chad out. Sophie goes, who told you? Hannah said, Angie.
And Sarah said, they're the ringleaders of the house. And Sophie said to Chad, the boys want to take you out. And didn't Chad say, don't always believe what
Don't
you
trust
hear?
everything you hear.
Stupid Chad.
Such a dum-dum.
Someone's trying to help him and he still don't get it. So then Sophie was going against the girls.
She's like, I don't know who to believe.
Oh, yeah, that was it. And I was just like, ugh.
Did you notice that shit from the balloons was still everywhere in the bedroom?
Oh, really? Oh, along with all the possum shit. Hannah said to Marissa, they've put you up 4 times. Was it 3 times? And then Marissa said 4 times.
She said 4 and Marissa was like 5.
Oh,
5
God.
actually.
And then
Marissa said, you just got to think to yourself, Dan hasn't won anything, Zave hasn't won anything.
which she pointed out again later in the Dominoes task.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that was before they did win. Spoiler alert.
That's what it's for. Like,
I was singing that as well. I'm worried Hannah is going to get evicted. Yeah, for speaking up. And sure enough, she did. The person who come up with, the idea to go against the boys.
Did Hannah get evicted last night?
I think so. Did
I
she?
don't think so.
Oh.
I can't remember.
I think she did.
I literally watched this last night.
It was Hannah and Sophie, wasn't it?
Oh, Hannah did get evicted,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it was only 2 people on the
Yeah,
block.
that was it. So Hannah was the one who started leading the charge against Xavier Dan. And sure enough, she's gone. Go on. You are better off to keep your mouth shut and go along with it, in a way.
True, you are now. If Angela was in there, you should have just, aligned with her and let her...
Do the heavy lifting.
Do the heavy lifting, yeah.
So then...
That was a good shopping task.
Oh, yeah, you had to complete tasks with the time without the time running out, which we've seen also on our BB UK.
With the time like that, have we?
Yeah, they've done it before on BB UK. I can't remember what it
Done
was.
20 minutes.
I remember them running backwards and forwards to the diary room on it, and the time kept running out. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then was it when they brought in the
remember
family, and they get, could talk to their family, and then the time was running out.
Oh, what? The clock thing?
Was it you being funny, Mummy?
When Casey's mum came in and went, oh, he's mugging you off, darling.
I should. What did she say? We're so proud of you.
Actually, should have done that really recently.
And then she went to Jim as well.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
Yeah,
for
thank you for
looking
looking
after
after
my
her.
daughter.
Oh, common as muck, wasn't it?
And this is a bit that Dan was horrified by when we watched it together. She kissed Casey on the lips.
Oh yeah, that is
Or her
gross.
mum.
That is weird when people do that. Isn't it? Creepy as
weird.
fuck. Like when people sit on their parents' lap when you're an adult. It's
no,
like,
it's
yeah, I've
just
seen someone do that on TV yesterday, and I just thought, don't do that. It's weird. Right. So then, come on.
Oh, the whole point of this task was they would win $250, and this was kind of their golden number they've been aiming for. Yeah, this was an old classic, wasn't it?
Oh, fucking hell.
What? Didn't like this?
Chilies. Fucking chilies. How many times do you have to see the same old shit?
It's good to watch everybody in a hot chili.
I guess, yeah.
Kieran ate the fucking stalk and everything. Why did he do that?
He's hungry.
Do you
That was
think...
quite funny, Kieran's reaction to it.
I know you couldn't do that task, but
No.
like, do you think it's a good strategy to go from big to small, which is arguably less spicy to spicier, or go spicier?
Oh.
Dan said spicier to less spicy because it's a cooling effect.
Oh, really? Would that actually work?
I don't think it would work. And then I wondered, I don't know if they had to be one by one, or whether you should just put them all in and...
Oh my god.
But probably kill you. Kieran said... I don't know if you've ever experienced spice like this, but Kieran said his hands were tingling. Have you ever experienced spice to that level?
No.
It's fucking weird.
Is it?
Yeah, like in Thailand I've had this, I've eaten chilies that, put too much fresh chili on my food.
Yeah.
And like, you feel like your arms are going numb.
Oh.
At points. It's really, really weird feeling. And I get hiccups. If that was me, I'd get the uncontrollable hiccups.
I do like that hot and spicy chicken. Like, you know, you can get hot and spicy chicken strips. I know it's not the same thing. When it makes your mouth really, really hot, I actually like that sensation. So maybe I would like chilies. No?
A raw chili is like
it gross?
nothing like anything that's like
What's it
cooked or
taste like?
dried. It's like such a cutting sensation.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a feeling more than a taste.
Oh, really? And when you have a poo, do you feel it come out that way?
Oh yeah, if you had a lot, definitely get ring sting.
Fuck that.
And then people were saying to him, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face.
Yeah.
Also, don't touch your dick if
Yeah,
you're a guy,
did
if
you
you've
hit-
chopped up chilies.
Dan said that. Dan said, touch your nuts, it will help. Because he's being a twat. Oh, imagine. Oh, my God. So Kieran, I thought was quite entertaining during that task. Did you think?
Yeah, I appreciate seeing Kieran do that task. Like, obviously, Big Brother chooses who does these for entertainment
course.
value, and it has to be Kieran. But there's 2 eating tasks he's had now: broccoli and the chilies.
Well, that's his area of expertise. So then, what did Matt and Sarah do?
They basically had electric shock needle threading, but it was not in the shock suits.
What's the point of the electric shocks without the shock suits?
Exactly.
Did you notice her take her top off? She had her top off to put the electric shock suits on.
No.
Her boobs look great.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got a nice rack on her. And then Chad had to eat Weetabix dry.
I thought we should have tried that.
We've talked
on the
about that
pod.
before, haven't we?
What, eating dry booty bits?
No, I feel like we've talked about that on the pod before. I don't know
we?
why. Don't know.
Don't know.
You should try that.
graham
I don't
crackers.
even like.
Is it graham
I don't even like
crackers? Does someone
Weetabix.
have to eat graham crackers?
Maybe. I don't even like Weetabix with milk on.
Oh.
Gross. I could try. I wouldn't be against eating Weetabix, but ugh. I don't fancy it.
Xavier and Marissa had to gift wrap boxes in their oven mitts.
Oh, yeah.
Were they the same boxes from the conveyor belt task?
Oh, they've got to have been. And Dan and Casey had to blow up balloons. I actually wouldn't be able to do
till they
that.
popped.
I can't blow balloons up.
Oh.
You know, you get that pain there, like at the back of your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I actually can't do it.
That is a uniquely...
I actually can't do it.
Like, that pain is only from blowing up balloons.
Yeah, I can't do that. I
It's
actually
like
can't blow up balloons.
What is that? It's like straining your
Yeah,
cheeks.
it's horrible. I can't. No, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be fucked. Oh, Kieran said, I'm going to shit like a train tomorrow.
Hannah and Sophie's was quite funny. That made me laugh. Do you
What was
remember when
that?
Big Brother said, all you have to do is clean up after me?
Oh, yeah.
And then popped that like confetti at them and they both shut them. I love people flinching, it's funny.
Yeah.
They were both like, "Ooh," and fucking broom went in the air.
I don't think they cleaned up all that confetti, though, do you?
You see, I tweeted this, like, as a gay person who's used body glitter, once that shit gets on the floor, it doesn't ever come up.
I used to leave a trail of glitter behind me when I was younger. It used
Yeah.
to be glitter everything. I
Yeah.
hate glitter now. I fucking hate it. It's just awful.
You definitely can't brush it up. You can barely hoover it up.
No, it's just awful. It gets everywhere.
Yeah.
But my friend Nikki sent me a card 40th birthday that had glitter in, but she warned on the outside you'll get glitter everywhere, so I opened it outside, and now the little see the little 40th
Hate when
things.
people put shit in a car. What's the point of
It's
that?
nice. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? But
Now
all the
you gotta clean
40th
this
things.
up.
No, they're all outside
Yeah,
in the
I've seen them,
garden.
I've
But
seen them.
but I like seeing them in the garden. But I just don't want them all down the side of my couch. Actually, that's probably not good to have that in the garden.
I will probably never biodegraded.
No, but it's nice.
Do you know what though?
Nice bit of excitement, isn't it?
If you are
Like a tune when you open a car.
if you are a responsible glitterer, now you
Glitterati.
can buy if you're in the glitterati, you can buy biodegradable glitter. So it does biodegrade out in the world.
So don't be bitter.
Biodegradable glitter. Speaking of which, do you remember I had that Halloween party with those confetti balloons?
Yes, I like those.
I found a bit of that confetti in my bedroom yesterday.
That gets
Still.
around, doesn't it? You need the Robovac to clean up after you. So then, what else? Oh, they had...
I felt because of that confetti, which definitely you can't clean up with that, they were setting them up to fail. But they passed them.
Jack was like, "Oh, only 5 seconds in it. God, that was close."
Fake.
I was like,
"That was fake."
The confetti. There was still confetti on the floor. It was a load of rubbish.
Big Brother was always going to put 5 seconds. Don't you think?
Absolute rubbish. So they won a Mexican fiesta, arriba, cultural appropriation. Do you think that's okay? Sombreros and everything.
Yeah,
Fine, as long as you're not doing the accent. It's good.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the accent's bad. Do you know The Simpsons has pledged to not use white people to voice characters of colour?
I think it's bad they ever did it in the first place.
Well, yeah, but it was a different time.
Everything was alright 20 years ago.
But yeah, the guy that plays Apu,
Oh yeah, I know he's quit, hasn't he?
he quit, but apparently he did that in January.
Oh.
He also voiced like that Mexican Bumblebee guy,
Oh yeah.
and so like now they have to get a Mexican person if they want to continue him.
To take the piss out of Mexican
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Lol.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's a
I
good
see how this
move,
works.
isn't it? But what I didn't realise
It is.
was that the black characters in The Simpsons are not voiced by black actors.
Oh, aren't they? At all?
Like the Doctor is
Oh, yeah.
a white actor as well.
Oh
It's
dear.
bad, isn't it?
Simpsons should just pack up and just fucking go home. That joke isn't funny anymore. Is it? I think.
true.
It's just a bit well outstayed as well.
What's weird about The Simpsons is they're still the same age as when they started. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the family hasn't moved along.
Creepy. It used to be good. I used to like it when I was like 11 and now I'm 40. So what happened next?
Sarah thinks that she's playing a strong social game.
Oh, yeah, she said, I'm proud my strategy has worked. I've written, what strategy? So we had the comp. Oh, no. Do we have the comp already?
Big Brother gave Kieran that riddle.
Oh,
I didn't care to write down.
I fucking hate riddles. The only thing I hate more than riddles is jokes and magic tricks. Just fuck off. Don't you hate them? I can't
Anything
get
you can get out
them.
of a Christmas cracker.
I just can't get them. I can't work them out. Can you?
I didn't internalise what it was. But
When
no,
Matt
probably
worked it
not.
out, I was just like, oh my god,
Yeah, he
you
was-
must
that
be
was
really
impressive.
clever because I just couldn't do that. My brain just don't go that way. It just doesn't. No. I'm just, as soon as I hear it, I just think,
No,
nah.
those little metal puzzles that are all interlinked.
Oh
They're
yeah.
annoying.
Oh no.
Can't get those apart.
No, I can't do things like that. I just no. Just no.
What magic eye? Can you do that?
Sometimes.
I couldn't. I remember staring at those things for fucking ages.
Yeah, I
going
don't think it's good
I
for
can
you.
see it.
Yeah, like a horse or something. So what's this? Oh, Kira went up to Dan and said, "I want Casey gone." And I've put, why the fuck did he
idiot.
say
He
that?
goes, I'm bored, let's talk strategy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me say one of the people in your
In your
alliance I want
alliance.
gone. And then he's like, oh, obviously, don't tell anyone I said this.
Yeah, and then Dan goes, oh yeah, she's definitely got the boys in front of her for protection.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, keep it between us. What does Dan go?
About 2 seconds later, well, according to the editing, he went straight to Casey and said, Kieran's got it in for you, right? Or something like that.
I don't remember them saying don't tell Kieran. I didn't catch that bit, but
No.
obviously did.
And then Casey comes up to Kieran and Dan's like, don't say anything, you'll get us into trouble. And then Casey goes up to Kieran and Kieran goes, what's up, buttercup, to her, which I didn't think was a good way to start that conversation. I would have already been on the back foot with that. And then Casey goes, why do you want me gone so bad? And then I put, she's hated Kieran since day one. Do you remember when she was giving him that dressing down in the
You need to
kitchen?
turn over a new leg.
Yeah, thank you. There you go.
That's what she said.
And then, yeah, she was just like, just tore a strip off Kieran. And then Kieran was like, oh, I'm so shocked that Dan did me like that. And it's like, well, Dan's in alliance with Casey. Are you stupid? Was this one of Kieran's strategical moves?
Yeah, he's a real mastermind of this game.
But then Xavier was pissed off with Casey, wasn't he?
Yeah, which I didn't get that at first, because
No.
actually Kieran said that in the diary room. It was like, Casey's betrayed the trust of the alphas by telling him that Dan told... Wait, by telling Kieran that Dan told him that Kieran wanted her out.
But hasn't Dan betrayed the trust initially by betraying Kieran's trust of telling Casey after he said he wouldn't...
But who needs Kieran's
no
trust?
one cares. So
No.
Dan can just break the trust and it's fine. But when Casey breaks the trust, it's a big deal. Fuck off. Why is it one rule for one and not for the other? That annoys me.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter with Kieran because he's not part of the alliance.
It matters to me.
Xavier was like, he was a bit shit to Casey, wasn't he?
Just a bit. He goes, oh, that's one of the dumbest moves I've seen in a long time in this game. And then, he gave her a talking to, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, Kieran is the flip vote.
Yeah.
Especially with the information we gave you first and said don't do anything. Especially hours before Noms.
The way he talked to her, it's
I
just...
feel like you've thrown 3 people in front of
the Kieran bus.
Kieran bus. What's the Kieran bus?
Let's hope Kieran ain't driving
is
it.
it that little truck?
Yeah, then you will
The
be
plant
fucked.
pots on
Imagine
it.
him driving along. Beep. And then I've noted here, Casey's tattoos are absolutely disgusting. She's got tattoos all on her fingers.
She's got like
They're horrible.
Asian art designs.
Oh,
isn't
really?
she? Yeah.
They look horrible. And then Kieran was getting angry now.
Was he?
Yeah, he went to the diary room and he was going, Big Brother, Dan's betrayed me or whatever. He goes, I hope it's endurance so I can wipe the floor with them. He hopes it's endurance so he can wipe the floor with
Yeah,
them.
why was he suddenly like adamant he can win the endurance?
Yeah,
game?
what the fuck?
That makes sense.
That made no sense. And then it was revealed it was Domino's, so I've put, at least Kieran does have a chance here.
Yeah, actually, he wasn't too bad at it.
Yeah, he was good, but Matt, as we said earlier,
Sabotage.
yeah, Matt flattened him.
He's very good at subtly sabotaging, though, if he is
Yeah,
doing it.
he's doing it well. He's playing a game. He's playing it real good. So then, it was announced that there's only going to be 2 nominees now. And then Casey started doing the dominoes really quick. I noticed Xavier was shaking as he was putting out his dominoes. I actually like watching these dominoes tasks. I think it's quite fun, isn't it?
Oh, watching them go is really satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, but even watching them line up, like, thinking, oh, is that too far apart? Is that too close? Like, looking at this.
I can't believe, sometimes they pushed it and it fell not close enough and they would stop. And I'm like, how hard is it to put it so close together? But maybe it is hard.
Yeah, maybe it's harder than that.
But this one was like double the length of UK Big Brother, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? It did look long.
They were competing in pairs, so one person was starting the other end, each end, making it meet in the middle, whereas ours, they were competing individually. Do you remember that was the game changer?
Yeah,
What was the
it was
game
like the
changer?
veto, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They could save themselves?
Yeah, they
Or
could save themselves.
someone?
Yeah, that's why when Lewis F won it, he was like, fuck you.
Oh, he was nominated?
Yeah, he was
I
nominated
see.
and he saved himself. That was fucking cool.
Do you know what we called that?
No.
Total domination.
Oh, that was good. Nice. Pleased with ourselves for the past. Well done past us. So then, Big Brother goes, will this be Dan and Xavier's first win? And then Marissa goes, oh, that's right, you two haven't won anything yet. And then they fucking did. I noticed a lot of them, when they knocked them over by accident, they didn't try and stop them very quickly.
But then if you
Can
do
you?
smash,
Is it too late?
if you smash the track, you're going to knock the rest of it down
I
later on.
see,
Like,
yeah.
I noticed Kieran kind of like going for it. I don't know if it's helpful. But I don't know if you can stop them. But maybe if you put your hand in front of the right position.
Yeah, that's what I see. Because Chad just let a whole load go, and I was just like, fuck's sake.
But they go like real fast.
They go like dominoes. So then, Dan and Xavier had their first attempt. I've written, are they equidistant? Because that's what Big Brother said. Did you notice that?
Yeah, but he said equidistant instead of equidistant.
Weird. And then I put, is it in Sophie and Chad's interest to win? Because there's kind of floaters. And then Dan and Xavier won. Cocky as fuck. Anything else about the dominoes?
Just that, like, Hannah was trying to, like, before it, she was saying she wanted to win to show that she was powerful. Do you think that taking a shot at the boys now is too early, or is that the trap we always fall into? It's too late. Yeah,
it's too late. Way too late. Dan's got the numbers now to take him all the way to the end.
But for that side, now, if they took a pop at Dan or Matt, is getting rid of one of them enough to give them a hold? Is it just too far gone?
I
think it might be too far gone.
I think it's too far gone. I really do.
So the only thing we've got to look forward to now is Matt and Dan cannibalising each other.
Oh, that would be good. That's something. That's true. Why have I written feels like times have changed, but BBAU hasn't? It's rather woeful.
What did they say?
I don't know.
You didn't agree with.
Kieran said they'll put Casey. Oh yeah, Kieran, while they were off nominating, Kieran said they're going to put Casey up, as if. And then the nominations were Hannah and Sophie from Matt and Dan. I've put not exactly sparkling personalities, and I'm surprised Kieran didn't get nominated. Chad, when Sophie got announced as going on the block, said, "She's everything to me in this house. If she left, I'll crack."
I don't know what.
What's happened to your notes? I can see you frowning at them.
Yeah, because I feel like I've written the three nominations, but there were only two.
Oh, who was the other one you put up for nomination?
Oh no, sorry. They said about Hannah, it's a strategic move. She's got an alliance with Marissa. She's coming for the boys, so get her before she gets us. About Sophie, it said she's a professional athlete and she's a threat in challenges. But you win one competition, and that's it, isn't it? Your card's marked.
Yeah, that's true. So they told Sophie that she was safe. They said they wanted Hannah to go. But I hope Sophie goes because she put Angie up. And then Dan and Xavier took Casey aside and started hardballing her.
Oh, but she wanted to vote for Hannah.
Because she's friends with
out
Hannah.
of defiance. Actually, it did seem that they were friends. We saw that little little clip with them in the bedroom.
They went to Casey. You missed out by a whisper of going up. This is their alliance member and friend. I was like, what the fuck? I was actually quite shocked. They were like, oh, we're not telling you what to do, but, you know, it would have been you. I was just like, you motherfuckers. Like, how dare you?
I put Daniel and Xavier take Casey outside to threaten her over lunch.
Nice.
She was like, feels a bit like strange with both of you coming out here to talk to me. And then she said later, it feels like a dictatorship.
Yeah, she said it feels like a kick in the teeth. It's a dictatorship. And I've written, it has been for weeks. She should have voted against them. The fact that she still voted with them.
Oh, yeah, in the end, she
voted with them. I just thought, you fucking idiot. They're obviously going to take each other to the end before they take you. Team up with the other... What's wrong with these people? It's as clear as day.
Unless the small glimmer of hope is Dan and Matt don't want to compete with each other, so at the very end they take you instead.
I suppose.
If you're Casey.
But no one's going to vote for Casey to win at the end.
No. Imagine the people we're going to have to decide between as the public.
Oh, it's awful. So then Sophie said, oh, I don't want to come 10th. I'm not the kind of person who comes 10th.
Oh, yeah, when she was eating her crisps outside with Chad, right?
And then she went, I'm not going to plead my case. Why? Plead your fucking case. And then Hannah was pleading her case to Casey. I've written Battle of the Lips. Between Hannah and Sophie.
And Sophie, yeah, you're
They've both got big old lips, haven't they?
As big as Marissa.
Casey said to Xavier, she will vote out Hannah. And Xavier said, Casey is looking out for her game and not her friends. And Xavier said to Casey, you should be grateful it's not yourself up on the block. Yourself.
Wow.
And the way he said it so cold, like he was like the Godfather or something. I've written fuck you in capital letters here. That's the coarse language you were warned about. If Casey flips, they could go against the boys, I've written. But that didn't happen because Casey didn't flip. So then it was the eviction. Did you not notice that, Xavier, just being such a dick to Casey? I actually felt sorry for Casey. Because it's like me and you turning on each other and being like, right, you do this. That's not how we roll.
Why did
you vote Towie out. You do it now.
Xavier to Casey, stick with the Hannah vote. Otherwise, we're going to look like morons. I've put good job we have tension music to trick us into thinking that this matters, but maybe it did matter. So you
Well,
seem more passionate about it than I
It
was.
kind of mattered because Sophie is sort of more on their side than Hannah. Hannah's more on the misfit side. The rest.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah, you could have swung it.
Yeah. So then the eviction ceremony.
Sonia was wearing a beige outfit with the kind of
One shoulder
one
thing.
shoulder thing.
Not a fan of that.
A weird little cutout.
No.
I wasn't sure about that.
Not good.
Dan said there's no swing vote now.
Oh.
Now there's only 2 people on the
Oh,
vote.
that's true.
The swing vote, as they
Oh,
call
get
it.
down on this terminology.
No, this is Dan, not my Dan.
Oh.
The Dan in the house. Yeah.
That makes more sense. There's no porn, basically.
No.
Or is it? No, there isn't.
Well, there can be.
Yeah,
a
there
porn
could be.
In it.
You could be a porn with
in
the two.
Yeah. Hannah said, you just hope that your connection with people will save you, and that she's been honest, genuine, loyal herself, no regrets, etc. It's not a particularly strong pitch.
Sophie, have you noticed how Sophie just sounds like she's sort of half asleep, stroke drunk? She's just like, oh, wow. Fucking brain dead. I think she's caught it off Chad.
I'm surprised.
Sonia said to Kieran, oh yeah, Kieran said, oh, fuck's sake. Chad said, if you vote for Sophie, I'm going to come after you all, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then Sonia said to Kieran, are you worried about Chad's revenge?
Well, is he?
Chad said, vote Sophie out and I'll get yous out. I'll get yous out.
He went proper
Rylan.
Yeah.
I put, is Chad scary? No. Come on, you normally got some good quotes from the eviction. I'm struggling here.
Let's have a look. Sophie's not really. Sophie said, I'm shitting myself. I'm just shitting myself. Is that the course language? She said she didn't expect it today, but it makes you reassess your position in the house. So nothing really was said because Angela wasn't there.
No.
Casey, that's the bit where she said about all relationships in the house can be a threat, but just because you're doing the thing doesn't make any different. So no, I got the same as you, really.
Sophie said, my nose is bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
You know when you try not to cry. Have you ever had that? When you try not to cry
I was going to ask you about
and
that.
your nose is bleeding?
Never.
Those two things aren't a connected issue.
No.
Are they?
Not in my experience.
Imagine you start crying blood, then
I
you've got a
that
problem.
emoji.
Yeah, that's.
considered that.
But Sophie's a bit stupid. She just comes out with some weird shit. So then, Marissa whispered, "Look at Xavier's body language" to Casey.
What was he like?
But he was like looking at Casey like, "You will vote the way I fucking tell you to
controlling
vote."
her.
Yeah, that's Xavier. He's nasty.
Doing the mind thing on
He is.
who? Sophie? No,
Casey. So then, I know, we're literally just saying names at this point. Just writing down names. So then Sophie got 1 vote and Hannah got 5 votes. Oh, I was sad to see Hannah go.
I didn't see many of these again. Casey voted for Hannah, which was the important one to see, and then Marissa was the only vote for Sophie.
Yeah.
So Marissa's now not in line with the house.
No.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
After stabbing Angie in the
What
back.
the fuck? Even Kieran and Sarah voted Hannah out, and they're meant to be on her side as well. So all the rest are just going along with it.
Moles.
We'll just wait for them to get picked off.
Marissa goes, I love you, and you know what? It's wrong.
Oh, yeah,
Hannah
she
was
did.
going, what? Like it's a political issue or something. It's wrong.
Yeah, and then Hannah said when she went, "Oh, I didn't expect to be going. There's a lot of liars in the house." I was like, "Come on, even I knew you were going."
Did you notice that Hannah calls Xavier ex-Xavier?
Oh, yeah, I noticed someone doing that, and I
Yeah.
thought, why is
She said she thought she had the numbers, but it's obvious Dan, ex-Xavier, and Matt have the most influence in the house. And I can't see anyone breaking them up.
Me either.
There you go.
And then what happened?
A Big Brother crew member has come in contact with someone who's contracted COVID-19. This is like when Big Brother Canada reset the game. They've decided to pause the game.
What do they do that for?
What do they do that for? Because who's going to put the task in when everyone's in hiding?
Oh.
More moth flying around us, and we both got distracted by it.
So, can you explain to me how this actually works? Because I'm not quite sure.
So basically, do you remember we spoke about this in the early days?
Yeah, I do remember us talking
We
about the
said
news
they shut
story.
down production.
Yeah.
And we were like, how's that going to work? Did they
Yeah.
just put them in a hotel or whatever?
Yeah.
So clearly what they did left the housemates in the house, probably put the food in the fridge or whatever, storeroom. I've never seen the storeroom in Australia. And moved the crew out. So in the clip that we've seen so far, I think it's Sophie comes in, she goes, guys, something's going on. No cameras out in the back. None of the cameras moving in here. So, because you can see these cameras, because they go through the little,
you
little
can see the little
curtains.
mime people behind there.
Mime craft. Production members, you can see them. They've gone away, and they're just left with the fixed cameras in the house to monitor.
So theoretically, if the housemates go where the cameras can't see you, they could do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, but they're microphoned.
So they could they have sex, theoretically?
Yeah. Well, I still think Big Brother probably can see most things with fixed cameras.
So how long were they actually left alone for?
I don't know.
I
But
want
this
to
is
know.
the thing. I feel like in the show, because of the edit, it's going to be like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
But
it looked cool,
it looks
though.
like a horror film,
It
doesn't
did. It looked like Dead Set.
It
It
reminded me of
did.
Dead Set too.
And they were like looking at the cameras, going, "Hello, hello, is anyone there?"
Yeah.
That was very Dead Set, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So. Okay, so the crew is gone, the housemates are just there on their own, so there'll be no eviction, there'll be no competitions, they'll just be there for how many
Just
days,
living.
we don't know.
They said the Big Brother house is placed on lockdown.
Oh, that would be weird. I wonder how that would like affect your relationships in the house. I wonder if that would affect the outcome of the game, because you get private time to talk, maybe.
Do you know, it's just a shame that the lockdown didn't happen before Angela was
Yeah,
evicted,
I
because
was
we would
thinking the
have
same.
had more of Angela.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Bonus Angela time.
Yeah, but we'd had bonus Angela's time already.
Yeah, true.
But I think that. But the way they did it was really cool, the way they showed it. And did you see my tweet?
No.
I said I like the fact BB Australia is making coronavirus into a twist. It's true, isn't it? It's like just another like scene in the house, basically.
And it's called. They've branded it as
Yeah.
the Big Brother Shutdown.
Yeah. That's kind of shameless, really.
Yeah,
But
call it Shutdown and not Lockdown.
yeah,
It's called Lockdown.
yeah, but I guess it wasn't called lockdown back then, was it?
Well,
Oh, but it
is
is now.
now.
Yeah, good point. Fair point. So that was it.
Rowan said to us, "Oh, you got to watch the preview." And
Yeah.
I normally cut off those previews,
yeah.
but because
It come
Sonia
on quite quick,
came
didn't
on that
it?
way,
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, I will listen to this."
Yeah, I would have shown you if you'd not watched it anyway, because that was worth seeing.
Yeah. It does look like it's going to be framed like a horror film,
Yeah.
which is going to be quite fun.
I hope they show a bit of it, because it's nice to get out of that rigid format of, you know, can't, blah,
Do
blah,
you know
blah.
what? Like every cloud, isn't it? A lot of
Yeah.
people have died of COVID-19. Let's have some fun with it.
Oh, God. Right, that's it for our main.
Shit.
Look, 3 hours in.
Fuck.
That is
How do
long.
we do this?
That is long. Even Australian Andrew would never.
Should we open the email?
Let's open that mailbag.
Let's
Remember,
open
we
the
got a
mailbag.
late email last week that we didn't read.
Ah,
Was it from
so
Lorcan?
Yep. Okay.
So
if
this
you,
will be out of date information.
If you want to put your email on the podcast, email us to bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
Especially if you're Australian.
Yeah, I really want an Australian. There's no Australians emailing us. BB. Okay, Lorcan's actually managed to keep this a bit short. This is BB UK and Australia thoughts from Lorcan.
Okay.
Hey, Linz and Gaz. Just thought I'd drop in with my thoughts on what's going on in the BB streets. Mm-hmm. BB UK has been great. I've become more and more convinced something's going on and that it's going to come back in some form. The civilian episodes have clearly been way better than the CBB ones. I cannot wait for the box task tonight, and I can't wait to see them recreate it on BBAU next week. They're big fans of reusing tasks. When I watched the first series of BBUK, US and AU, pretty much one after the other, it was really noticeable that every country just copies each other. Because every series had the same tasks. Lol. It was boring as fuck, not gonna lie. Also,
I kind of like seeing those same tasks.
Me
over
too,
there. It's
'cause,
kind of
like,
like familiarity,
also, it's
isn't
a
it?
bit of like one-upmanship. Like,
Yeah.
I won't do it as good as us.
Yeah, and a different twist on it, and
Yeah.
and not being as good.
Also, thank fuck Zoe's gone. LMAO.
Lorcan, what's your problem with me, mate?
I hated her. Angela to win. Well, much love,
That's not
Lorcan.
aged well.
It has not aged well.
Thanks,
So-
Lorcan.
7 days ago, and that's really badly aged.
Lorcan was drunk the other night and was sending me voice messages and just about how much he loved me. And he bought my book when he was drunk.
The shit people buy when they're drunk.
Oh yeah, I know, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What? What have you bought?
No, nothing. I know, I can't do that on the pod. Oh, I'm going to tell you on the pod. This is an exclusive bit of gossip. Lorcan was saying he thinks you hate him.
Why does he think
I was
that?
going to tell you this separately, but now it's become a thing.
Talk about that.
I don't know.
Off the pod.
You don't hate him at all, do you?
No.
I said you think he's funny.
Let's listen to this voice message.
Oh, don't do that, 'cause you're going to shit him up. Do you not like Lorcan?
I don't hate Lorcan.
Why are you saying it like
It's
that?
a bit annoying when he's drunk on the Zoom calls.
Oh,
that
don't you think
we
he's
had.
funny?
No, it was funny on the first one. It was just a bit like, oh, shall I have another drink? I've had like 5 vodkas.
Oh, he's only
Have
16.
a vodka, have a vodka.
Oh, Gaz, now you're going to really shit him up.
Well, why did you put it on the podcast?
Well, because it just came to me and then I went, oh no, it's nothing.
I thought you
and now
bought something on the
suddenly
internet
said
that was
it.
funny that you didn't want to say.
No. Can't you, like... Oh, never mind. Look, and that's not my fault. You were right. It turns out you were fucking right. And we've solved that mystery.
No, I don't hate Lorcan. Just got on my nerves a little bit on that last call.
Oh, leave him alone. What was he doing? I think he's funny.
Shall we listen to this
Because he ain't up your arse. That's fine.
message from GB?
No.
Do you know, I have trouble opening these, don't I?
Oh, no. You can't recover from that one.
Hey guys, let's dive right into week 4. While I am enjoying the show, it is starting to get really boring for me, so maybe I'm just going to speak for a total of 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Shane was really hot. I found him to be very attractive, and it's amazing how he has been strategic a couple of episodes prior to his eviction. I'm 23, he's 39, and I gotta say, I just want to suck it, you know? He's hot.
Oh, God.
Angela is the queen. She's the heart and soul of this show.
Whoa.
And she is 2020. She is Big Brother. And they should definitely make her statement toward Casey, the new national anthem across the Commonwealth realms.
How about the Tanner?
Hannah is a gorgeous girl, and she's definitely the hottest one in there. She's actually quite strategic, according to the behind-the-scenes footage we've seen on 7+. I will like to add on that I found it to be complete bullshit
Bulldust.
that Dan had that Zoom call message from his partner.
us too.
I think this is super unfair and it defeats the purpose of the show. I believe that it was unfair for the other housemates that were evicted and also that are with him in the house. Lastly,
It was.
the advert kind of reminded me of Dead Set, and it was definitely a lot more dramatic
it's
than the
intentional.
BB Cat
Yeah.
8 one when they told them about the coronavirus. And I've also watched them do the same thing in Big Brother Germany and Big Brother Israel, and it wasn't as dramatic, I want to say, but I feel like they're definitely hyping this up to be a complete game changer, and I can't wait to see their reactions. So today is July 1st, it is Canada Day. I just want to say Happy Canada Day
His accent.
to anyone out there listening and to the two of you. Canada means the world to me. It's one of the only few places in the universe where I feel like myself. You know, I've been made fun of from the start of my life for being different, and I'm happy that I have supportive friends like you guys and Lindsay, and you guys make me laugh all the time.
Aww.
And I might as well share a little bit of fact about me. I started watching Big Brother Philippines since 2005, and then I just branched off from there. And also, I'm actually a practicing Sikh.
Oh.
Even though I am Filipino, I do go to the local temple and I pray, and I do have a turban. However, I don't really practice my religion around my parents. Only my boyfriend and my closest friends know about it. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Well, you've just blown your cover there on the podcast, haven't you? Your mum and dad listened to this.
Thanks for that. Oh, if you want to tell, if anyone wants to do us a
Divulge.
voicemail with any personal information, then feel free to let us know.
We are your diary room.
Oh, that was sweet. Thank you.
Aw.
Anything else? That was nice,
was he
wasn't
doing an
it?
Australian accent at the start? I
Yeah,
always
he
forget.
was,
like,
because he went complete game changer.
and behind the scenes.
Yeah. That was good. What the hell was that? It's that bird that goes...
Aw. Thanks for that, GB.
That's heartwarming.
No, it's nice that you called us your friends as well.
Yeah, that was nice, especially after Gaz being such a dick before.
Laurie sent us an email. Nice day from Laurie. She wasn't here last week.
Oh, that's a friend we do like.
So the title is just podcast feedback. So the remainder of BBAU is the season of Dan. Got it? R.I.P. BBAU 2020. Did I say R.I.P. or R.I.P.? R.H.A.P. R.I.P. BBAU 2020. A few thoughts and answers to the last pod questions.
Oh yeah, Laurie said she's going to keep a pen and paper by her when she listens to our next pod.
She does that anyway.
In case we all ask any.
She's got a notebook
questions.
full of little gems from this pod. Don't forget to include BBAU 10's Sugar Sisters for the Spray Tan Challenge list.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those two, the Sugar Sisters. Do you remember them?
Is that Lucy
They were like twins.
thingy?
Yeah. Were they twins or just sisters? They're fucking
I don't know,
annoying
but
as fuck.
they're like Australia's answer to Sam and Amanda.
Yeah, I completely forgot about them.
I don't think I saw them do the spray tan task.
Yeah, I did.
They're late entrants. They were,
Oh,
weren't
sure. Yeah, that sounds about right.
they? Lindsay questions Gaz when he brings something up that has aired on an episode, i.e. the rectangular hole in the wall between the two bedrooms, and I get so much enjoyment talking back to the audio. Get it together and put your phone down, Lindsay. Gaz asks why Kieran
I can't put my phone down because I'm making fucking
That's the
notes
problem.
for the podcast, Laurie. What do you want from me?
Gaz asked Kieran why Kieran would take a piss with the door open. It was during the 2-hour bathroom girl ban, so he was treating it like a boys' locker room with no threat of female wandering eyes. Maybe.
I
Well, yeah,
see.
that's true, but I still thought, why? There's no need
the
for it.
cameraman can see you.
Yeah, through the curtain.
Ooh.
Gaz
Not
was
if he's gone on lockdown. Though.
Gaz was talking about basic rations and asked what a parmesan was.
Basic rations for a basic bitch.
Evidently, your bunch of scrubs, Gina Maria,
Oh, Gina Marie. Yeah.
makes
Cockroach.
the best chicken
Oh
parm.
yeah, yeah,
Probably best not to discuss that.
yeah. I know what she's on about.
Okay.
Someone in BBUS who's on that.
My vote, it was 100% real rain.
Oh, okay.
Not fake rain.
All right. 2 votes for that. 1 for me.
Feedback clarification. GB was referring to Andrew, the podiatrist.
Podiatrist.
I wrote
dumb
because like a podcast.
What
And I
a
thought it
dumb-
was that guy from
What dumb.
the Australian guy
That guy's got so much airtime on this pod.
calling out the showmans between Hayden and Kristen before he walked out of the house in BB12. What?
Can you read
the
that sentence
fuck?
again?
Feedback
Oh,
clarification.
GB was talking about
was
it.
referring to Andrew, the podiatrist.
Oh, yeah.
What's a podiatrist?
Something to do with feet, isn't it?
Oh, isn't that ped?
Yeah, but I think it's
It's
pod
pod.
as well.
Oh. Calling out the showmans between Hayden and Kristen before he walked out of the house
yeah.
in BB12.
Oh,
Is that
right.
BB12
US.
US? When discussing Garth... Oh, yeah, this is BB12 AU. When discussing Garth telling the house he'd been in the bunker.
Oh, okay. Gone right over my head. I remember those people,
Do you know
but
what?
I can't
That
remember
might
that
be
scene.
the episode when we were panicking about
Oh,
Big Brother UK
yeah,
starting.
that's true. Thanks for that, though. Laurie.
I love all forms of Big Brother, says Laurie. And the nosedive BBAU has taken... Oh, and the nosedive BBAU has taken is par for the course for 2020.
That's true.
Casting needs a serious overhaul going forward.
Correct.
I'm over all the white, boring sheeple.
Yes.
Ta-ta for now. Loyal listener Laurie. P.S. Wash your bloody hands. Ew. Wear a mask and stay home. Karen. Is she signing off as Karen, or is she telling Karen to stay home?
Who's been talking about Karen? Someone was talking about Karen on Twitter or something. What is that Karen thing? Is that a meme or something?
You don't know what Karen is?
No. What is it?
Karen is like the stereotype of a white, angry woman who has a bob
Oh.
and like complains to the manager, is generally
Oh,
racist.
why don't I know this?
I'm surprised you don't know
Oh,
about
I
that.
don't know this. Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, wasn't Narinda asking what's the male equivalent of a Karen?
Oh, I don't know. Is that an
was-
American thing or an English thing? It must be an
just like a
American
Twitter
thing.
thing.
Florina. Oh, it's a Twitter thing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I know
I say
that.
it now spans everywhere. It's
Oh,
not
I'm
like
glad I didn't embarrass
a
myself
country
by
here or there.
asking that on the podcast. You don't always know these things,
I've actually
do you?
no, and I've actually got an article about Karen culture.
Oh, yeah.
And what it means to be a Karen, and
I
for
could-
an actual Karen in real life, it's becoming a term which is really like
I can picture that
problematic.
person being a dickhead.
yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. That was illuminating.
I feel bad now about Lorcan.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad
why
you
did
come
you bring
back
it up
to
on the
this.
podcast?
Because I just said Lorcan was ringing me the other night drunk, and then that thing popped into my head, and then I went, "Oh no, it's nothing." And then you made me say it.
I think it's a pain in the ass when he's drunk.
No, because I thought you were going to say, "No, of course I love Lorcan. He's lovely." And then you were like, "Yeah, he is a twat," and I was like, "What?"
I didn't say he was a twat.
That's how it's going to go down in history. Another listener gone. Add it to the fucking list. Another one bites the dust.
Look, if he's got a whiff of it, he knows.
He knows.
He knows he was being annoying.
All right, look, and if you just give Gaz a full and frank apology...
Also, there's fucking long emails about Chloe Jasmine, etc.
Yeah. That is annoying. I know, but he's only young. Give him a break.
Yeah, all right.
He's actually a really lovely young man.
All right.
End on a happy note. So, thanks for listening. This is way too long. Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_Superfan.
Follow BB on Blast.
At BB on Blast.
You can watch my BB UK videos on... And I did a video watching BB US iconic moments. You should watch that on our on BB on Blast page, because you're never going to watch
the cliff notes.
Yeah, exactly. You're never going to watch it properly. And read my book first. Take it. Go. Oh, we've already done that. Thanks, Dan. And what else? That's it.
We'll
isn't
be
it?
back next week with more.
Oh God,
Big Brother Australia Shutdown.
If it's really boring, I was going to say we could have a week off, but we can't. It's so long. It'll be 6 hours.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, better press on. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.